Bringing it.
What's up? I'm Eagle. Eagle Gardens. Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. And this is fucking Talking Shit with Eagle, episode 183.5, The Rabbit Hole. Got Smiley's Gardens with us already. How is this fucking Talking Shit with Eagle?
Oh,
I don't even know how I'm talking.
Popping it up on YouTube. Busted.
That was me. I thought I already had it muted too. I don't know what happened.
I gotta mute mine. I'm rolling one up right now. Rolling the jizzle for shizzle.
This is all as far as I made it into this one during the last episode before it was like, we're out. I'm like, oh, right. It's all good. I gotta get my chat out. Pop my chat out. Drag it over to my screen. There we go. You're muted. Aldridge 25, CJ.
I love it. CJ Apple, first one in there. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Hopefully you're coming out this weekend. Be good to hang out again.
I never got to ask you about that. That was the last I seen you. I asked you about that. I was getting ready to ask you about this weekend, and then your internet took a shit on you, and I forgot to ask you about it after that. I mean, there's two events this weekend: the Country Roots, and the Clio Cup. I was like, oh man, it's hard to compete against that soil. The organic soil conference there they got going versus hanging out. I don't know if we're gonna see him, guys.
Yeah, I had already kind of said I was coming though, so I don't know. I really appreciate Chris and all that too. I'm not. It's just one of them things. I'm probably gonna go to Clio and see how it is Friday. You said everybody was going Friday, and then I don't know. See where it goes from there. Maybe Saturday I'll go out there. I don't know. Maybe I'll do both.
What is it that?
Oh shit! I gotta go get my.
What is it that?
I gotta get a power cable a minute. Hold on a sec. Sorry.
No worries. Chris Mertz from 619 to 664. What's up, guys? Mo Grower, be too crazy for you. Aldridge 25. Oz Indica. Hello. How you doing? You know, the hello always throws me off. I think is that part of the name? Ned Denver, CJ Apple. It is no surprise to me that you were the first one in chat. One of the first ones to hang out in the show. What's up, Madam T? How you doing this evening? Nut Tree 420. Ivan or Even. What's up? Light up again, Tim. What's going on? What's going on? I have been using my Broad Rock or Burdock root, Madam T. A little bit every day. I forgot till late today. Pretty peachy. Genetic Memory Farms. How you guys doing? How you doing, sir? I missed you. Popped in there. I didn't see you. Must have been when I scrolled up. Dirt Road Dude. Dab song, please. Let me get my stuff hooked up here. Not that far ahead yet, but I think I have it ready. I'll do the dab song, but I am not jabbing with you. Not smoke with you, though. Here you guys go, the dab song. Oh, didn't find it. Jeez. Terrible host tonight. Hopefully you guys are well. Hopefully you guys were hanging out with Skillbow and Red Setter Farms in the late sesh while you guys were hanging out waiting for me. Not sure who was over there tonight, but hopefully they had a good time. Oh, there it is. There we go. Cheers, everybody. Matt Steelbird in the house. What's going on, Matt? Smiley's Gardens. Randy grabbing my power cord. Lexi got her dad a fucking eagle cup. Ah! Love it. I love it.
Hey man,
What's up, Smiley?
no luck on a charger. My battery's gonna die here in a minute, so I'm
Oh,
not
rats.
gonna be able to hang out tonight. It sucks, dude. My fucking computer broke again. It just pops up with the black screen of death right after I downloaded all my pictures on it and deleted them off my phone. And then the
Oh,
fucking very
rats.
next day, I get the black screen of death on it, and I'm like, seriously? So I don't know. So yeah, I'm borrowing a computer and do not know where charger is right at the moment. Everybody else is sleeping, so I'm not gonna go
They
wake
should be the
people up.
same.
Oh,
Pretty universal. Oh, there he goes. He's done. He's done. Damn it. I'm doing pretty well tonight. Oh, thank you, Genetic Memory Farms. Oh, holy cow. I should be covering the mic when I do that. Well, wow. Lexi, I. How you doing, Lexi? Who else we got here hanging out? Well, might as well hang out, talk some shit for a minute. Lexi's wanting to come on. I'll hang out. Dad. We'll finish up with the stab song. You could always log in from your phone, Smiling. Just say. JD's. Oh, Madam T's in the house, too. Congratulations to I Gruesome for his amazing drawing. Pretty damn cool. Let's see if I can bring that up, as a matter of fact. Somehow, some way. Oh, man. Window, wrong place. That window over there. Buddha boy, what are you guys smoking on tonight? A real big ride. All right. Hell yeah. I can't wait to blaze. Real big ride. Sir Josh, man, it's pretty cool to see you guys posting up them pretty cool ass pictures of the Smiley's slap contest there. Ah, cool, man. North Star will be here then the 29th. Mendo Dope hopefully will honor their word and be here on the 29th as well. Indra should be here on the 29th. TCDR hopefully will be here. And of course, who else we got? I extended the invitation out to Dung Beetle and a few others. Sounds like Father Mike will be having a sub cool birthday special as well. And be all good. Let's see here. I should be able to share this window right here. Let's show I Gruesome's winning entry. All of them were cool, by the way. All of them were really cool. Let's see if I can screen one. There it is. There's Smiley's garden slap. What will be his slap right there by I Gruso. A pretty cool entry right there. And so we're kazoos. So we're dab goblins. Who else threw their hand in there? Cheech B colored a few. Uh, who else? There's somebody else. I am so sorry. I'm missing somebody that's right off the top of my head. Urgh. Whoever that other person is, I feel like an asshole right now. By the way, all of them were super cool. Greatly appreciated. So yeah, thank you. Hope you guys. I hope you enjoy that crystal right there. What the heck am I got going here? I think I'm back. I'm back. Wheatus entered two. There it is. Thank you, Madam T. Wheatus 207. Also had an amazing entry with that. Thank you guys. Thank you very much for correcting me on that. Well, I guess I can find something to banter to here for a minute. See what we can find. Buddha Boy's in the house. Try to find some Mendo dope really quick. I don't know. I haven't checked the last couple episodes because I have played some Mendo dope to see if it is copywritten or not. So many good ones I like there. Ooh, they're not in this list though. I need to like play one so I can scroll down, catch one of the other lists for the one plant, one season. Sounds good right there. All right, Mendo. Chris, did he? Yeah, he did. That's funny. Can't wait to do another giveaway. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm still really digging my stuff. Yeah. It's always cold, man. What's up with that? Always chill. And I always feel like this, like, good feeling too. What up? Nut Tree, what's up with the Michigan Bros Bro Show? Great tune it is. Hopefully they'll come on 29th like they said they would. Be pretty awesome. They do. What's the Amy's Aces you grew out taste like? It tasted like reminded me of like it had like Oracle. It had like a cheesy grape. Is what mine tasted like. If I remember correctly. JD's, mine had big old fucking buds. It was super good for a good mood. Smoked a couple of them. Just like Modern Genetics, super fucking stoked to see that slap up in the new office, man. What down? Valley Green 514. Hello, what's up? Welcome to Hit the Rabbit Hole, hanging out tonight. Ouija Buds, how you doing? I always enjoy Ouija Buds' Instagram feed. If you're not checking it out, you should. She's always putting up some really cool weedy art, or some just like really cool art. Anyway, she's got a good eye for that. Pretty good feed. What up, Ouija? I don't think I seen what you guys were smoking on. I know I asked, but I know dope. Let's see here. I'm still gonna see. Grow me homies, what's up? Johnny came to see. You talk to King Johnny came to see. Check in with you. Sun grown 707. What's going on? Just kind of hanging out a little bit. Should be working tonight is what I should be doing. I have a couple of short days hanging out down in Ohio this weekend. I need to shake this one of these earbuds since I don't know anybody talking to me. Chem Dogs are one of my favorites right there. I like me some Chem Dog. Love me some Chem Dog. What's up, DOA? Which is feeling good tonight. It's Equinox. Yeah, I had some questions for you. No, my real name is not Andy. What the hell was it going to say? Damn it. Tell me now. What do we got here? That's actually a good one. That's one of my favorite TGA strains right there. It's Cheesequake. Did it again. I see what's up. I like the way I just totally forgot I was on there. All checking out my phone, trying to find a song and shit. Trying to find a good song. I'll just sit here and dating. Not a bad one right there. Indoor versus outdoor. It's another one of my favorites. One of my all-time favorites is From the Mountains. Can't believe it isn't like. There you go. All right, there it is too. Bam.
What are we looking for today, Frenchie? Whose garden? Bigfoot.
I love the OG strains. About to flip the Amy Aces Primal. Oh man,
You haven't seen it.
you are about to fucking be a happy man, JB's. So did you find? Can you any notes of the banana in that Primal 2? That orange boss, I've got mine in flower right now. That fucking shit just screams orange. Oh man, the garden is so fruity right now. That tent over there,
Well, let's keep moving.
that one over there, over there. That fucker smells so fruity when you open it up. It smells like fucking Hawaiian punch when you open up that tent. Combination of the oranges and so good. It's gonna be so good that tent. This one over here smelling pretty fucking dank too, man. Them fucking the fade and flower on that shit starting to look really good. See, they're starting to fade out. I only got a couple more days, if a week left. Probably taking that stuff with me up to northern Michigan. I don't like to be a hater, but I like what I like, and I don't like that weak ass hip hop. It ain't all bad, man. It ain't all bad, homies. I like my fucking I like my rock and roll. I listen to a little bit of everything. I'll mix it up a little bit just for you, grow me homies, after this. Just for you, my friend, after this. Back here. He says, I love hip hop, in fact, was night and day. I'm going to do a crystal giveaway in conjunction with holidays tomorrow is Maybach. So that works. Ooh. I went on in on a crystal giveaway. I love crystals. Yeah, one plant, one season is definitely a good one. Definitely a good one. Nice. Looking forward to that. Oh, got smileys right there. Where are smiling? It's funny. I'm sitting there thinking, how long have you been sitting there? There you go.
There we go. I can hear you now.
God damn,
Sweet.
that's the best audio we've ever had of you.
Don't tell me that. Shit. That's funny though.
That's funny.
Now
I
can't
mean,
get
clear as a bell.
awesome.
Now you can't see chat though, huh?
No, I can't. That's one of the downfalls there. This is what it is though. Wait, chat.
Right.
No, that's our chat. Fuck. I thought you said there was a way to do that where it was.
Oh yeah, you should be able to right where it says live, just click that and do the copy, or let me click on mine. Should say view stream on YouTube or in the link there. And you just click that and it should like split it.
It'll split it. I'll try that in a minute. I didn't dare try it. It just says copy streaming link.
Girl Me Homie says, wait, how is this rabbit hole? So here? Well, the rabbit hole is like anything that basically anymore that isn't a guest episode. So the rabbit hole is a non-scripted, anybody kind of gets to jump in. Fucking it goes where it goes. Could be cannabis, maybe not cannabis. It's a fucking rabbit hole. It's a fucking rabbit hole. Yes, I did have a guest tonight. I had Hope Farms on. It was on briefly. I think they went until 12:30-ish. Not very long, but it is what it is. They had to get up at 4:30, and I think they kind of, I forgot until the last minute, but was honorable enough to show up anyway, instead of just completely canceling. So my book, that means a lot. So.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck. I really like Hope Farm, so they're awesome. Their first show is great too.
Yeah,
as far as the
definitely
DRFO goes, I don't know anybody doing it better, you know.
Right. Just putting another name down on the book. Captain Scrog in the house. What's up, Captain
It's
Scrog? Welcome to the show.
chat. I feel so lost. Like I don't know what everybody's saying about me. Do I got something on my face? Nobody can tell me.
I could always do this for you. Hold on. I don't know if you how well the screen share works on the phone or what. Let's see. Oh, right there.
I know I
I gotta
downloaded
see
all my
what's what.
pictures, so I was gonna have cool backgrounds I could do on the computer too.
Oh man,
Oh man.
I think that's the one. Yeah. Can you see that? Hold on.
And
Let's see what else.
YouTube, they can see it all.
Yeah. There's live. There's live chat for everybody.
My nose, Johnny. That's what's on my face.
All right. Let's see what I got here.
Is your refrigerator running?
Yes. Yes, it is. You weren't supposed to know that. Oh shit. What do we got here?
Oh shit. Captain Scrog in the house. I like that name.
I lost my screen.
Did I lose you? I can hardly hear you now.
Oh, I'm mumbling to myself basically.
Oh, I gotcha.
I lost my screen. There it is. Damn it. I'm forgetting how I should be able to do a side by side, but I can't figure out how to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Should be able to show us them.
Show my video in gallery. I don't like that, Eagle. I don't like it at all. I can't see myself.
It's weird when you can't see yourself, ain't it?
There we go. I remember I'm on camera and then I don't start picking my nose.
Oh, I do shit like that too when I forget I'm on camera.
Start scratching your butt or something. Nobody knows. It's funny.
I can't keep my chat up here for nothing. I just every time I try to like click it into the right spot, there we go. I think I got it right this time.
So that's really cool, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you were talking about that slap earlier, but how do they convert a drawing into a sticker? Is that just the image that they like take a picture of it and fucking print it that way, or what? Or does that gotta be converted?
The best way is to have it converted. And I guess the good thing about that winner is I'm pretty sure that he has uh, the software to do it. So I guess that helps. But on mine, I didn't even do that. I just fucking the image he sent me. I actually had like a good clear like picture of it, and I just fucking cropped that shit out and fucking uploaded that to the sticker thing. Fucking, it came out pretty decent like that. But it's definitely better to have it formatted into the proper format.
That'd be cool. So I'll have to send them out to everybody like you did with those slaps. I'll have to get my notebook ready. When they're done, I'll put it out there. People can DM me their address, ship them out.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'm actually gonna keep a little stack. Be like, yep, I just send them out seeds. Send them out with seeds.
Yeah, that's cool.
Needed that little bit of filler. I like to put a little something on top and a little something on bottom to help kind of like smooth it out.
It is funny as fuck that that's gonna be a slap, all from just like a one-off fucking joke, right? Like, I don't know. I just cracked me up.
Yeah, it's definitely cool one for sure. Oh, show. Man. So how was your weekend?
It's good, man. It's all right. Didn't get out and do a whole lot, but got a lot of shit done, so that's always good, you know. Get caught up by the routine of things, and you let one or 2 days go by, all of a sudden it's like you're way the fuck behind on everything. I know it's the same boat you were in. Just that 12 hours of doing the hash or whatever. I mean, that's the thing you don't often think about is that's fucking. You were normally on for 5 hours. That's actually 7 hours that was in your normal day to do the tasks you needed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's shit you got to do throughout the day to get things happening too. You know?
Right on. There's definitely a day and night shift around here too. There's always something to do at every hour of the day.
Yeah.
Man,
But no, I did a.
JD's was just saying in chat there that he was getting ready to flip Amy's Acids, the Primal Punch 2, and the Orange Boss, and there was like one other one on the list there. All from the show. All four were from the show. And I was like,
That's
oh, because I've either ran or have are running almost everything he's got going there, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna be fucking stoked. You're gonna be stoked about what you got
but
going
that's
there.
cool as fuck, man. You know, he's flipping a whole run that was all free beans, and
The best
from
part about it,
on the show, like
sorry,
you know what I mean. Amy Aces is, that's American one's his own work. You know what I mean? We all enjoy hanging out with him, so I think it's cool. I gotta pop them yet too.
the best part about that is fucking seeing them actually getting used. You know what I mean? Actually hitting the ground, getting popped and shit instead of necessarily being packed for a collection. Which, if that's what you do with them, that's your prerogative. You do whatever you want with your stuff. But it's actually nice to see them actually
Yeah,
going.
I think the coolest part about it is when like we always take for granted like it's easy, I'm just throwing this in a perspective of like you've been growing for a number of years. You just kind of collect them along the way, and after a few years you got a ton of seeds. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't take long to accumulate them, but when you first start out, everything looks so fucking expensive, and you just spent all your money on setting everything up and whatever equipment you needed. You spent the extra you could. You know what I mean? If you had $30 more, you bought the better one or whatever you did. So you wind up with like, okay, now I'm looking at $150 packs of seeds, and I don't know. You know what I mean? So I think it's cool as fuck that the community can throw that out there, and people wind up with them that were just starting a room or just in the same position I described, where they're like, "Fuck, I don't know, I'm gonna get seeds to pop," and all of a sudden, bam.
Fucking Ivan in chat says, one day you get a knock on the door and you open it, and a short man slaps you across the face, turns and runs yelling, "That's from Smiling."
That's
It's got to be a sticker too. You just got to fucking with the slap. It's got to be left on the cheek, just like what? Fucking
I'm getting one on
lethal
a deer's
slap right
ass. I'm gonna get one right on a deer's
there.
ass just for Dr. Bob. I'm gonna take a picture of it too. Like, you thought I was
It
fucking
would be
kidding? How I clone. I catch these fuckers every day.
that. You know what would be too funny? Two things would be hilarious either way, and it coming up on deer season would be fucking too fucking funny. Either you could, if I don't know if you hunt, but it is coming up on deer season. It'd be too easy to do. Just even come up on a fucking hunter, or get one on a buck pole. Just go up and fucking slap a sticker on there and get a shot of it. But even funnier would be to like see one on the back of a fucking car there or whatever truck or hanging, and have it actually fucking like a bald spot shaved on the deer, and they actually have that like kind of like tattooed on the deer's ass.
I'm not gonna
There
sit
you
there and do
go.
that. I might slap a sticker on it. I don't know.
That's fucking funny
I
shit.
seriously do see them all the fucking time, every day. It is pretty cool. I'm a big fan. I'm not a hunter though. I enjoy the nature. I think they're beautiful. They're so graceful, man. They move just like effortlessly. It seems like it's crazy. They're so quiet usually.
Oh man, they're so very prevalent up here. I think this is I could be wrong. I think this is world's last hope popping in. Just Galaxy 20. I think he's the Galaxy 20.
Oh, you switched my name. This is my phone.
There you go. Look at you all clean cut. World's last hope. How you doing today?
Oh, just chilling. How's everybody doing today?
How you doing?
Good.
Damn.
Good, man.
Can't
It's
really
good.
hear you, Smiley.
Good to see you, man. You get your room put together? Last I seen you, he's working on
Me
it.
or?
Yeah. He was hanging lights or something, getting everything ready to move.
I'll still just fucking pounding away, man. Like it just seems like it just seems like I'm fucking switching in and out shit all the fucking time, unfortunately.
It's always something, man.
Still moving right along. How's everybody's gardens doing?
Good. I was just in the one last night and
definitely.
figured out my CO2 burner is not, like, half of it's not working, so like my CO2 won't hit the numbers it needs to. So that was fun. It's always something.
Yeah, I've got a room with 4 ceramic metal halides, and had one of them not work and was like, oh, okay, it just needs a bulb, because I haven't used them in a little while. So I ordered a brand new bulb, switched out other lights. So I originally hung 4. One of them didn't work for some reason. So I took that one down, put up 2 LEDs to cover the space just to supplement until I got the bulb in. Got the bulb in, put it in the new fixture, worked just fine. Then the fixture next to it, the ballast burned out. So now I'm either going to have to fucking tear the whole ceramic metal halide apart and find the ballast and match it, or just order a new one. And I'm like, oh, great. So now I have to take this light down and put the other fucking lights right back up. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
How permanent of a space is that going to be for you? Are you trying to run multiple cycles there, or just one and done? Or?
What's up? I can't
how
really hear for some reason.
How permanent are you looking for that to be? Is that going to be something where you're just like one and done, or are you going to be like running multiple cycles through there?
I normally run multiple cycles, but last year when I was doing the outdoor, we were doing the 2-acre outdoor. I was running the 2-acre outdoor, and I just kind of put my indoor on like autopilot for a few runs. Like the wife was pretty well taking care of it, but then we had our landlord like starting to like poke around a little bit, so we ended up having to shut down shop. And I was like, all right, well, I've already got a lot on my plate. We got harvesting coming up and everything else, so we'll just go ahead and set this back up whenever we've been trying to move for a little bit, but it just keeps falling through for some reason. So we just kind of restructuring right this second. But I'm like, well, I put one room back together and was like, okay, well, I'll do some pheno hunting in here and get some of my pheno set up for the next room. Because again, like dude, we always try to have a consistent cycle, so at least you have something to fucking smoke on, right? But I was like, all right, we got this one room together. We'll do a pheno hunt. Did that whole room and was like, all right, well, I've already got all the pieces and everything else to put this whole shit back together. I'm like, we're going to do one run, do it like decent, you know, just get some smoke and some extra shit to fucking sell. And then we'll move and then reset up. And then I'm trying to make it so the next time we move, we're not going to have to do a temporary build to pack up and move. I want to have a permanent. So we're going to try to, the next place we move, we're going to try to maybe like buy with a little bit of property on it. And then I will do a small indoor garden to start with, sell that, invest that in the outdoor, which we'll do just a personal outdoor, but I'll invest in some really, really good fucking soil. So I don't really have to pay attention to it. Do our 12 plants outdoor, make them like 5 to 12 pounders, and then take that, invest that in some light depths immediately and do a winter run. And then I'll take that winter run and invest that in another depth. And then I will invest in legal outdoor space for like a half an acre and do all that. And then eventually all that will get invested into auto depths from Grow Tech that are all like have lights, they cover themselves. Like I can set it all up on immediate automatic all irrigation. And then once we pull all that, that'll all get invested into an indoor room. But right now, all this shit's just one cycle. Like I got like 7 of these Galaxy Hydros. I got like 7 of them for like $125. Like they weren't fucking shit. I was like, oh, well, that's extra square footage. I can veg some seedlings or moms under. But I mainly run my LEDs, my Gavitas, and then the 315s, which again, the 315s, the metal halides, were just meant to be pheno hunting also. But then I ran a couple of runs underneath of them, and I can actually pull decent numbers under the fucking 315, so I don't mind them.
Yeah. No, I was just getting at it. Still have to buy new equipment if you were just trying to do a quick run and be done with it or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. And like this run, we're just dealing with what we have right this second, and then when we get the next run set up, I'll just straight up. It'll be like I'm either gonna take all Gavitas and do a few rooms like that, like maybe like 9 Gavitas, 9 to 15. I'll run a room like that or 2 rooms like that, and then that'll all go back into the EST Tech LEDs. I really like those. Those things kick ass. You can actually program all your timers and your lighting schedules off your phone. It actually hooks up to your router. So like all your timers and all your schedule goes off your phone. You can dim your light from like 200 watts all the way up to 800 watts. But I mean, I'm really impressed with those lights. I like them a lot. I'm probably going to get like at least 9 of them.
That's cool. I've never heard of them. I'll have to look them up. Been digging on the grower choice.
Just go on my IG. I've tagged them.
Okay.
Yeah, the grower choices are sick. But yeah, here I'll show you the EST Tech LEDs. These actually they're the same ones that Bodie runs when he does all of his shit. So these just got super thin, so don't super critique the flowers right this second again, because these are going into week 2. But these are the EST Tech LEDs.
All right. You said they go all the way up to 800 watts?
But yeah. Yeah, and it's all controlled from your phone. So it's actually really nice because, again, like even when I was in Reno for about 3 or 4 days, and I was still getting like updates from my light saying, oh yeah, your scheduled like 12 cycle has started. It's off now. Oh, it's on now. But it gives you updates even when you're like a couple hundred, like doesn't matter. As long as you've got internet, it'll still do its shit. But again, and like I normally even veg under 4x4 with like 200 watts with that shit. And they really do go. It's definitely more about the spectrum of light versus the power.
Is that all the same spectrum there? I mean, it all looks like a white light. Is it a mix?
I don't remember what spectrum it is. It's the same spectrum as Kavita, which it's like a yellow light pretty much. But it's dude, they pack, those things pack on frost. They pack frost on pretty fucking well. That's actually what's really funny about these fucking stupid ass Galaxy Hydros, these little cheapies. Dude, they don't throw light very far. The plants really try to stretch for them, which actually makes good moms because you can take really nice cuttings off them, like really nice big cuttings that are perfect clones. But if you run those for your last like 2 or 3 weeks at the end of your flower cycle, dude, those things just pack frost. Like they do a pretty decent job of making that shit pretty potent.
Good to know.
Remind me of the Majestic 12 I'm running, but the one I'm running it says multi spectrum on it. It isn't all just the white light like that. Mine was built I got really good results out of it, but the version that I got, that's why I don't even really mention the name of it. It was a good light, shitty company, but it was put together with terrible ballast. So our drivers rather, not ballast, but drivers.
Yeah, nowadays it's
And
like
they were like plastic. When I
Yeah.
opened the light up, they weren't even metal. They were plastic, and they were like fucking melted in there and shit. I was like, ugh. Glad I, when I looked it up,
yeah,
they were
that's
actually
some
like
crazy shit.
yeah. When I looked them up, they were like $5 per driver of the bar, and I was like, ugh. Man, no wonder that they burned out and they were so damn cheap. So now I actually need to replace them with like new
Shit.
ones. I definitely like the light, but
Yeah,
I just need
seriously.
to swap out all them drivers.
I just got 2 new lights actually.
Yeah, it's funny. Like it's it's like everybody tries to do like their own little like experiment type shit. I feel like I tried to start right. I went ahead and tried to go like pretty well like to an actual light and actual growing pretty quickly. I didn't like, oh, I'm gonna experiment with this, see what this does here, for a little while. But then I immediately just ran into a bunch of other shit immediately, so I got a bunch of experience really quickly. But like, dude, running a bunch of different kinds of lights, like I've got a T5 table that used to have normal T5 bulbs in it. I threw LEDs in it. Dude, like the growth rate and how the plant builds, dude, they're completely different. High pressure sodium, they try to stretch. 10Ks, they try to like be super wide and fat and turn blue. The fucking Galaxy Hydros with the purple spectrum, they try to stretch, but if you pound the light at them, they still throw branching. The T5s LEDs, get them as close as you want. They're not going to burn the plant, and they're just going to make them put on nodes. Ceramic metal halides do the same thing depending on the height. Same thing with the LEDs. So I mean, like you can literally, like how we always talk about climatizing strains, you can literally climatize your own strain to be like, all right, well, this motherfucker's lengthy as shit. I need to try to put on more nodes before it goes into flower. Dude, if you just throw that under T5s for a few cycles, it's going to start trying to throw more arms just because it's going to be like, all right, well, I'm going to be more stout and just build harder versus trying to be tall. But again, like if you're looking for quick flips, dude, HPS is easy because they're going to stretch the fuck for the light. And then they're not going to throw on a shitload of nodes, but you're going to have plants pretty quickly. So it all depends on how many plants you want to run and how quick a turnaround you want and what strains you're running. Because again, like if you're running Chem D, you're definitely going to have to veg it for at least 2-3 weeks to get anything out of it. But again, you do like GMO or Blue Dream, dude, it's like 4 to 7 days veg, and it's still going to end up like weighing more than a Chem D that you put into flower in like a week and a half. But again, if you throw the Chem D under high pressure sodium and make it stretch, and then you throw the Blue Dream under fucking T5s or under ceramic metal halides, they're going to try to make more colas and try to be more stout. So then when they go on flower, Chem D is going to be like, all right, I'm pretty big. The Blue Dream is going to be like, all right, I've already got colas running, so I'm just going to keep trying to consistently keep running this cola.
Nice. I was trying to ask
What were
Smiley
you saying,
there.
Eagle?
Smiley was trying to say a minute ago he had picked up a couple of new lights there for veg. I was trying to see what brand he picked up for his new veg lights.
Well, I ended up grabbing the HLG 600 blues or the Bs or whatever. So we'll check a couple of those out, see how they do. Should be all right though, based on the numbers. We'll see.
Dude, I was just shopping around for another 315 because that other one might be burnt out. I actually think I found one for like $120, and it's the only thing it doesn't have is a bulb, which I have a bulb. So I'm like, like it's got great reviews. So I mean, 315 is just, you know, the power spectrum. If it fucking works, it works.
No, I like the 315s. I got 2 of those. Actually, I run and veg myself, so I think the plants shine underneath them. There's a really nice glow, but I can't say that I've ever really vegged under a
Definitely.
LED. I've always had the LEDs for flowers, so I don't know what kind of different response I'll get from them. So I'm curious to see that. But I do say they come out really nice. They love that spectrum that CMH throws. It's nice. Plant friendly.
Definitely. Well, in my opinion, it all depends on where, with your lights, where's your money at? If you spent good money on a good LED, there's obviously no reason to veg it under that unless you're going to try to put multiple rooms together. I do feel like plants do a little better if they veg under the same light that they're flowered under. But again, like you can do all kinds of different kind of spectrums. You could be like, okay, we're going to go 315 to 1,000 watt. Or you can be like, okay, we're going to veg everything under 1,000 watt, then it's going to flower under 315. It's going to have a little bit of transition change in momentum, but it could be for the better, you know? But if you've already spent like $1,000 or, you know, 300, 400, 500 bucks on an LED, and then your other lights are like, you know, decently priced, but they work. They're like, dude, I need to fucking put my money so I can veg here, flower under the best lights I got, and then just keep the fucking cycle running.
Yeah, these were I'm trying to replace 2 1,000 watt metal halides. So I got a 5 or 600 board for each one.
What? Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do with these EST techs. Because I mean, like, even just flowering under like 200 watts or 400 watts, like, plants still freaking get it. I'm pretty impressed. Again, that's when you notice that, like, you know, when you go from doing like a fucking garage grow with like 30 old school lights and old school balances, then you walk into one person's room with like a used double-ended, you're like, how is your whole entire room like 10 times lighter than 30 fucking lights? Well, it's about spectrum. Well, it's also about usage, but, you know, like, you can definitely do some really good shit under some very, very low power, which eventually I'd love to be just completely on solar for my indoor grow. That'd be nice.
Yeah, most definitely.
I
I think
think-
in a lot of cases in the tent, people would do better under a 600 watt than a 1,000 watt. Because if you can't control the heat, you're gonna kill yourself with that 1,000.
I straight up swear by 600s 100%. Like, that's what I run in. Well, check this out. So a few years back, I ran a 9-light room. Okay, the lights were actually, they all set at 1,000 watts, but it was a 3-3-3 with 4x4 beds with 16 plants per bed, 16 to 9 plants per bed. They got vegged for like 14 to 17 days and then flipped. The first run we did like that was all the lights. So it was 9,000 watts. It yielded like 15 pounds, which is like under what you're supposed to be for sure. It's still over a pound of light, but you're running DEs. It should be way the fuck better than that. So we took the middle light, turned it completely off, dimmed everything to 600. Dude, like, just huge increase. It's all about spectrum versus power. It doesn't matter how much power you're throwing at shit. Like, it's all about what the plants prefer. It's another reason why, like, whenever you're doing a green bulb versus like, for your night cycle, if you have a green normal light bulb that's painted green or has a green film over it, that's not what the plant sees. The plant sees the actual spark, actually the connectivity of the actual coil being heated. So it sees yellow. It doesn't see green. That's why when you use LEDs, they have to be green because the gas is actually green. But that's the same thing with your plants. It doesn't really matter how much power you're throwing at. Cool, you got 1,000 fucking watt light. Can you look at it? Yeah. Can you look at the sun? No. It's gonna way overpower it, no questions asked. Because that's what you're trying to replicate is the sun. But at the same time, if you can just dial your climate and get the correct Kelvin and par rating for your plant, they'll pray all day. Again, that's the one thing I think that's really funny is whenever I throw certain plants into these galaxy hydros, they pray hard, like straight the fuck up. But they do the same thing under the ceramic metal halides. But the growth rates are different, and like there's just a lot of different factors that are different. Dude, I think that our hats, Smiley, are made by the same guy, honestly.
Might be.
I think it's the same material. Dude out of Santa Rosa, right?
Possibly, man. They're from California, I'm sure. Actually, this might be from
Yeah, I think
Josh Rutherford is. He's in Washington or Oregon. I don't forget.
that's the one from the Soil Symposium, correct?
Yeah, Regendo Cannabis Conference.
Yeah, I think my buddy Craft Farmer hooked up with the same guy to get the hats made because they're such good quality.
Cool.
I mean, they're heavy duty, man. Like that's a good Colorado hat. That's a good fucking heavy winter hat for sure.
Yeah, they definitely hold some heat. It's not a summer hat. It's not a very good summer hat at all. But I like it.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, all right, I'm gonna put this hat on the side and look at it and go barehead.
Yeah.
Wait, what's wrong with barehead? I'm
Nothing.
constantly barehead.
Exactly. But again, these hats are so warm, they just fucking they hold some heat, man. That's when you shave your head and work in the field, when you get your fucking top of your head sunburned. Oh my god, that sucks.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It can fog your thinking. It can definitely fog your thinking when you get burnt like that.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Dude, I love it. I found out my soil was a little off last run and I could not. Well, I kind of figured out why, but I had to correct it why plants were doing their thing. And then re-amended it how I was like, oh, this is off in these areas. Dude, that my flower room has been vegged for 2.5, almost 3 weeks. And now it's almost 2 weeks into flower. It's been watered 4 times.
Hey, that's nice. I water every day. Still fucking. I don't know, man. Someday I'll get over to that organic side. Pretty soon, actually. Smiley, what? Fuck this weekend?
Oh,
Holy
well,
shit! It's that quick.
Do you want me to bring him this weekend, or do you want me to bring him in the tent?
It's up to you. It's up to you.
dude, actually,
Just
you
let
know
me
what?
know,
I was thinking,
flipping
Eagle.
things
You know
around.
you know what might be super fucking. You know what
Go ahead.
might work for you, Eagle, that you actually would still feel super productive, but still kind of dip into it again. Because again, like you said, you've already been into it. Dude, why don't you try putting like one room to just straight soil, and dude, just keep rocking your coconut. That way, you're like, oh, I still have to water every day. But these ones are like non-attentive to. Like you walk over and you give it a little nudge to figure out soil content or probe it. You're like, oh, okay, I don't have to water today. But you're like still like, oh, these plants are still doing their same thing normal, like this is the same cycles. But you're like, all right, well, these are on autopilot. I don't fucking do shit.
Yeah, we're doing
That's the reason that I really like this is I can kind of just feel like just set them up, doing my prep work, and then fucking dude, like literally, well, again, like I rock these totes, but again, like I can put 2 plants in here that are in a 27-gallon tote, so they get like 13.5 gallons each. But dude, I water 1 time a week and just go by and give it a little lift on the corner and just feel the water content of it. Lift my lid up, like right underneath the lid, the rhizosphere is still like moist, but the whole entire container is the same moisture content. But you're like, okay, that's getting a little light. You give it one fucking water, and you're like, all right, well, you're pretty much making your own fucking earth beds, pretty much. It's like this is the so like, but again, like you do this, you can get like 10, 15 fucking rooms going at the same fucking time, and be like, okay, I water this room today, I water this room tomorrow, I water this room today. Because again, they don't need shit for a while until they actually get to like, week 4 or 5 flower, then they start really fucking metabolizing. Because like if you guys just watch my room for a little while, I just really thinned it out. Dude, give it 3 weeks. It's just gonna be like just cold. There's gonna be buds everywhere, all the way from the top to the bottom, tops to the bottoms of the plant. But then again, like you're just barely babying everything. Need to thin this fucking
So I'm
MD and
thinking
gelato
about
again. They're getting thick again.
thinking about just trying as well as a way to kind of incorporate the organics into my system without going, balls deep into it the fucking first time or whatever. Get back a little bit more used to it in there. Fucking do it in layers, kind of like I do now with my old mix and my new mix, the fine and the chunky cocoa. Just
There you go.
eliminate kind of the older mix and just
Yep.
do
Oh,
like
definitely.
layers of soil, then chunky cocoa, layer of soil, chunky cocoa. Start with that chunky cocoa, then a layer of soil.
Yeah, you can.
Layer.
Eagle, you're going to be composting anyway.
You can definitely layer. Yeah. I feel like you should turn it all, but again, I've definitely done layers. Layers work, but again, like you might look into True Living Organics by the Rev. It's a book. The Rev is an editor of Skunk Magazine, but he's got a really good breakdown on whenever you're taking your plant and you're transplanting it. You can do like alfalfa, kelp, fish bone meal, medium, rocks, like whatever you want, like layering it in pots though. It's a good pickup if you want something to read. But yeah, dude, like honestly, the more medium you'll just start finding a good balance. Because again, like it seems like you like to feed. So if you literally went out and bought like one cubic foot bag of soil and mix that with like 3 cubic feet of coconut, it'd be like a 1 to 3. You're gonna end up, you'd be like the first 2 weeks, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, these things are growing pretty quickly. I'm not really having to do much besides just kind of water and give them microbes. Once you start getting past that, they're gonna run out of food in their soil. So that's when you can actually start feeding them and be like, oh, okay, well, the first 3 weeks, I literally transplant them, let them kind of dry out their very first time, and then baby them until they are like show their first efficiency, and then you can feed them. But again, you might really check into KNF because I really do like for real, like anything that you're using now that you like, you can make. Like I know I preach it a lot, but like for real, like anything that you're like, oh, I really like these 2 products, dude, you can make them organically, no problem, and your plants will respond the same way. That's the nice thing about it is you're like, man, I really like the fucking root accelerator on this one. Dude, you can make your own. Oh, man, I really like the fucking like silica content of this one. Dude, you can either make it. Like that's the nice thing about it is you don't have to keep. You can be like, oh, I'm going to switch without a dramatic change. You can still visually keep learning and use the grower tricks that you're already using, but you're just using a different product, but you're getting the same visualization from your plant. Because again, that's the nice thing that bridges the gap between soil, just straight soil, and synthetics. Is KNF, you can feed your plants all the time. Like my craft farmer, I sent him to you the other day. He's going to come on and talk about how he's running full fucking organic hydro. Like he feeds 8 times a day on a drip system and straight coconut.
Nice. Now, Smiley, I didn't mean to like revert back on you there, World's Last Hope, but Smiley, you can screen share if you want. I don't know if you
my bad.
were gonna screen share still. I was just telling him in case he still wanted to. And another thing I wanted to ask you was you were saying something about it not composting, or I will be composting. Those chips will be composting. I break it down. I get that, but I don't think that's the reason why I'm actually wanting to add a more for aeration, for that kind of keep that frequent watering up a little bit, not necessarily, for like composting purposes. thoughts on that?
I was just teasing because you were like just trying to dip your toe in without going all the way in, and I'm like, you're gonna be composting and all that shit anyway, because you were worried about. Next thing you know, I'm gonna have a worm bin. I'm gonna be composting all this shit. Have dreadlocks and a beard, and it's not that way, man. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll get you
That
set up.
shaved head, man, it's gonna take you a while to get some dreads, bro. you got lots to learn if you're trying to get dreads. You start from bald.
No, it's just what's going on though with Great White Hope is I'm setting up a couple earth boxes, and he's gonna do a side-by-side run with the earth boxes. So, and against the current setup he's got right now, not against it, but just alongside it, and just see. So we'll go from there.
So I'm just curious there, World's Last Hope. You don't think I could check into to fucking hair club for men and get the fucking dreadlocks plugs? Just to speed up the process.
Dude, like, check this out. This 1 gallon. Okay, normal 1 gallon, right? Like decent roots. Watered 2 times. That's it. Its whole life. It got watered on transplant, and it got watered like 3 days ago. That's it.
Nice. I think we lost Smiley there for a second. Wonder if he was trying to screen share and got kicked out of there. There he is.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Okay, just jumped me back in, I guess. Huh? What'd I miss?
But yeah, Eagle, bro, you've given me some fucking inspiration to try to maybe start my own podcast.
Nice.
I appreciate that, brother.
That's pretty cool, man.
Again, I'll send all my guests. I'll send all the guests your way. That way, we'll fucking just keep batting them back and forth. Why not? But a handful of those dudes I sent you, dude, those are some real fucking heavy hitting dudes, dude, for sure. Like, again, Shaw Science is the leader of the Cannabis Horticultural Association. Paul is the head guy that makes all the Aliki soil for Aliki garden soil in San Diego. Craft Farmer is the lead grower for Mercy Wellness. He runs like 3 or 5 25 light rooms. Joey, the Humboldt local, he runs the trim scene. He runs all the trimming equipment, trimming machines, all that shit in Humboldt. Resin Wrench Extractions, they do a ton of like 6-star bubble hash. Like, those guys are very solid. They all grow all KNF. But yeah, there's a bunch of really good growers that hopefully we'll have on the show that fucking throw down some good knowledge for sure. Like Bodie, hopefully we can get Bodie on. Bodie would be dope.
Yeah.
He already said, yeah. Did he end up hitting you up?
Not yet. Most of them have.
Yeah, I'll have to hit him back up, because I mean, like, that dude's made more crosses than dude, that dude's made some of the absolute best crosses in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, that'd be an excellent one right there for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Bodie did everything Snow Lotus, everything G13 Hash Plant, and then the G13 Hash Plant remix. He made like Black Triangle, Snow Lotus on Black Triangle, dude, like Sunshine number 3, Sunshine number 4, all the Dragon crosses, all the Golden Ticket crosses, that dude's got a humongous library. He literally goes to the village where the Landrace is kept and goes and gets seeds and permission from the villages. Like, it's so dope. But like, he does Afghanis and Mazar Sharifs and Pakistanis and Jamaicans and like Iranians, and like,
he definitely is known for
beast
Right.
when it comes to breeding.
Yeah. The dragon's blood's a cool one where it bleeds red.
Dude, dragon's blood, mother's milk, tiger's milk, like, dude, the list just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on with Bodhi. It's awesome. Like, even at Emerald Cup, dude, there was like 150, 200 people every fucking year to buy his genetics, and he showed up with enough for everybody. It was like, damn, dude, you sold like thousands of fucking packs.
He's a cool ass dude too, man. I've seen him in a few interviews. He's laid back,
Yeah.
chill as fuck.
Very,
Super
very
nice.
solid, down to earth dude. And actually, he's also open to like share certain crosses that he's like, oh, this is the fucking, like, oh, you're looking for certain strains. Like, which ones are you interested in? You know, like, which ones are we growing that, you know, like, what's up? But no, that's super, super dope of a breeder to, dude, he's just super normal, natural, down to earth dude. That's good to see. Because again, he's in my opinion, that dude is one of the greats. He's like him, DNA Genetics, Subcool's in there. There's several like Scott from Rare Dankness. Like those are the big boys that have been doing it for a long time. Cornbread,
I'm curious
Ricky,
to
all
know
those dudes.
your guys' opinion on like guys. And I'm not knocking any. When I say these, for example, I'm not knocking any of them. To be honest here, I'm interested to know you guys' the end question here. Do you think as like say Bodie and strain hunters, you know, go into these deep into these countrysides looking for like land races and new seeds, they're obviously probably making a deal of, you know, you give me yours and fucking here's a library. You know what I mean? Here's a fucking knapsack full of fucking strains right here. Thank you for doing business with me. You know, we're out. So do you think at that point they've diluted the fucking and ended the land race strains in that area, because from there on now they're fucking popping, you know, the strain hunters, that bag the strain hunters left, they're like all chucking that shit, yeah, let's try this new shit. And then from there on, because it's like open, you know, outdoor, it's infecting the local land race in the end, or killing it.
You go ahead first, Smiley.
I don't know, man. That's debatable. I definitely think they're polluting it somewhat, but I think the landrace genetics are strong enough to where open pollination in a field, it's just going to dominate again. I think the other genetics will look like a recessive in the whole gene pool.
I think that they go there. I don't know if they actually like know who they're talking with when they actually show up. They're like, oh, these guys are interested in your cannabis, da 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 da. I don't know if they actually know how big they are, or that they're breeders, or even if they fucking give a shit. But if you watch some of the strain hunters, some of the places they go, the cannabis is in rows. That's not land race. That's selective planting. Land race means it's a giant field with boys and girls. Like Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Afghanistan mountain range and Pakistan mountain range are on the other side of each other. They slowly blend into each other. Like that's how you get Af-Pakis, but it all depends on where you're at. You can get straight Afghanistan, but you got to go far into Afghanistan. Same thing with Pakistan, because they slowly blend together. I think a lot of these guys have so much shit, they don't give a fuck what they're gonna do, because again, like they're gonna have so many seeds that are just naturally gonna pop up next year. They don't have to plant. Like they're just like, dude, we go out here and pick the girls and we try to rip out the boys, you know. But when they come back with seeds, it all depends on if you're getting the packs that they brought home. But again, like if they're in rows, that's not considered land race. That means that they've actually taken the land race and pulled it aside and actually started like farming it. Like these are like thousands and thousands of acres of just weed that are slowly just boys and girls. But like again, like it all depends. If they're going to be breeding back and forth into each other, if they're taking straight up an Afghani land race or a Paki land race that's just Afghani or just Paki, and they hit it to, let's say, Blue Dream. Well, okay, what's all in Blue Dream? because it's going to show every variation of that, but it's going to be 50% minimum Afghani Paki, whatever it is, and then the other side of it. So you're going to get at least 50%. If there's any Afghani in the other side, it's going to show even stronger. But it all depends on where you pick it up from and what you got in it. But again, that's when it all comes. I mean, even like just even oranges and apples and lemons and all that shit, that's all like man-made because of somebody being like, oh, wow, these lemons are awesome. Huh, this lemon turned green. What the fuck's that? Okay, well, let's take the seeds from that and grow that. Oh, wow, this entire tree is just green lemons. Oh, they taste a little more bitter. Okay, well, let's call them limes. Oh, well, this one grew round and orange. Oh, it tastes completely different. Okay, let's call it fucking orange. All right, what's oranges? So when they were naming all the fruits and vegetables, do you think at one point they think they fucked up?
I don't know,
I'm
man.
sure.
They're like, all right, man. So we got these round things. They got these round things, man. These are orange. What should we call these? Well, fuck, man. Let's call them oranges. Okay, well, all right. So we got these long things out of the ground, and they're orange too. What do we call them? Oranges. Dude, we already just used oranges. Ah, fuck. Long pointies? No, carrots. Let's call them carrots. Then they're like doing all the vitamins. They're like, all right, man. We got vitamin A, vitamin B, B1, B2, B12. Like, all right, man. We need to like. We gotta get the whole alphabet in here. All right, fuck. Vitamin C, vitamin D.
World's last hope. I don't mean to be rude. I want to welcome. Now, as soon as he takes off his headphones, there. As soon as he takes off his headphones. As soon as you took off your headphones,
Red, what
I
up,
was
bud?
trying to pull you in there, Brad. It's a pleasure and honor to have you, fucking Red. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? It's been a while. I haven't seen you since I saw you over in when we hung out at that little micro fest up in Luzerne or something like that, Michigan. That's fun, man. It's good to see you there.
Forest. What
yeah, dude.
Last time I
That's what it
seen you was
Purple
in the
Forest.
forest.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so my summer's just been, just taking care of business and, basically getting through everything kind of told you about with that, man. Smiley, good to see you down there, man. Last I saw you was at the grow off, dude. Great to see you, man. Cheers.
Good to see you too, brother. Garden's looking gorgeous, man. I love all the flowers pictures you post, like actual flowers too, not just
Thanks,
cannabis
man.
flowers.
Oh, it's colorful out there, dude. I love it. Yeah, it's psychedelic, to say the least. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Cheers, chat world. What's going on tonight, guys? I haven't been able to catch up too much on the show, and I was on the late sesh with Scobo for a little while, and then I just jumped off and saw some people in chat saying you guys were shouting us out, man. I needed to jump over here because I've been not actually watching a lot of YouTube content as of recently. Just been listening to a lot of music and spending time in the garden, so it's kind of what I've been up to.
It's not wrong
Cheers.
with that, though, man. It's hard to keep
Hear that, bud?
Yeah, it's good to be on and hang out with you guys, though. So cheers.
Man, Brad, I hope I
Cheers, bud.
understand it, and I totally can relate with the tuning off of YouTube for a minute. I've actually go through those periods where I do the same, to be very, very honest, where I just gotta detach for a minute. But man, just because it's something that we both share, I want to point out that what was it, last Friday? No, wait, Friday, yeah, 2 Friday ago. Well, I don't know. I'd have to look at the calendar, but it was a Friday. It was a Friday.
It was
I
a
know
Friday.
that much for sure.
Friday's a good
Me
day.
and Boom, like, we made hash on the air. We fucking 12 hours almost. Well, it was just under 12 hours.
I'll
of making
definitely have to
hash
go back
live
and
on
check that
the air.
out. Yeah, that's worth getting into some content over, to be honest. Yeah, dude, I haven't been watching any television. No cartoons, man. Nothing. Like nothing at all. I'm sorry, man. Who else did I not get a chance to say hello to? I'm sorry, man. I jumped in and you were talking. I didn't get a chance to see your face, or I didn't see. There's no little icon or anything.
World's
World's
last
last
hope.
hope. I'm sorry. Very rude of me.
Oh, I
World's
think we're all,
last
I
hope.
think
There it
we're- I
is.
think we're all
I
in
got
here.
you,
It's
man.
just-
Yeah, I see you.
It's just.
Rock and roll, man. How you doing?
Oh no, we're
tonight?
good, brother.
Cheers, man.
Oh, just chilling, brother. How you doing,
Nice to
Red?
meet you. I'm good,
Hell yeah,
man.
Rod. No, you're good. There's
Everybody
only
in
4
chat.
people in
Cheers,
here. It's
everybody.
just me, you, Smiling Eagle.
Right on, man. Right on. Cool. Yeah, I finally got gallery view pulled up, and I see chat pulled up, and ready to rock and roll. What are you guys talking about, anyways? I heard you talking about plant varietals, man. And dude, I was just having this conversation with my friend the other day. He stopped by, and I was like, man, there's like 3 species of bananas, and we were talking about that. You know, I mean, there's more than that, but it's, you know, Eagle, I think you were talking to me about the whole banana thing. So just kind of working that back full circle. It's pretty cool.
Dude, that
Yeah.
shit
It
that shit
is there.
blows my mind that we're not eating the bananas that we had when we were kids. That shit blows my mind. And then my kids will not have the bananas we have now. That's just kind of fucking interesting.
Yeah, it's all grown for profit and space savings and economics, and yep. Not so much for health.
Well, there's a
Oh.
big there's a big disease that wiped out. It comes back like every 20 years or so. This big disease that fucking wipes out all the banana crops. Like right now, apparently there's a giant garlic shortage and potatoes shortage. A ton of farmers got potatoes from some distributor, and they planted them all. And when they harvested them all, they were sour. They didn't taste like potatoes. They were really, really, really sour. So they couldn't sell them. So they've been burying them in giant landfills. And actually, anybody that grows synthetic right now, dude, your nutrients for flower food is just about ready to go up. The country that mines all the phosphorus had a humongous torch spot for being like, hey, yeah, we supply the world for phosphorus, da 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 da. They completely have been mined dry. Completely mined dry. So that country is now like pretty well fucking bankrupt because they have no other, that was their main tourist attraction and everything else. So there's going to be a giant phosphorus shortage here in a second, unless you use like fish bone meal. But synthetically, the salt that does phosphorus is going to be hard to find. And CO2, the CO2 apparently is running out too for some reason. Like CO2 tanks are expensive as fuck right now.
I haven't seen that.
Well, I've heard that about the phosphorus shortage for sure. And another one to throw on the shortage.
Yeah, they just did a big old documentary about it.
I've heard the coffee. There's something going on right now with the coffee that could be making it extinct sometime soon as well. Some type of disease.
And it all comes back to the original guy that created synthetic nutrients. Like he noticed that he gardened organic for years and years and years. When he switched, he found out that after the war that we had shitloads of phosphorus left over from the dynamite. Well, where the dynamite was all stored, the plants were growing like a motherfucker. So they started taking the phosphorus out of dynamite to use for plant food, and they started becoming more salt-based. Well, after 2 cycles, they couldn't plant. They put a plant in the ground, and the salt would lock up in the soil and burn the plant, so they couldn't even plant in it. And then he had to put almost 10 years of organic matter to get originally back where he originally started, and then went back to organics. I feel like the same thing is happening to a lot of our fruit and our fruit trees. Because like, dude, in California, you drive up and down the interstate, you see some diseased trees in these giant orchards. Well, dude, what are they spraying on the trees? Well, it's obviously something affecting their growth rate or patterns or some other shit. And since we don't have 20, 30-year logs yet of these pesticides that were sprayed from like the 80s, 70s, 80s, now they're starting to get, information about them. And they're like, oh, wow, this whole orchard died because of this one fucking disease. And now it's spreading to the neighbors. It's like you'll drive up and down California, you'll see a tree that's like huge acre, just like filled with oranges. Right next to it, naked, no, hardly any leaves on the tree, no fruit. If they have fruit, they're little teeny tiny. Like the tree's almost like dying.
Eagle.
What's up, Tal?
But
What's this?
Fusarium is also becoming a giant fucking issue too.
What's this I hear about? Maybe a coffee shortage? What the F, dude? This is unacceptable. I need to know if I need to get some coffee beans and learn how to start growing coffee. Dude, I cannot live without coffee or cannabis. They are necessary fuel for my existence.
American one, what's up, brother?
Tal's putting up a tent for his coffee beans.
I'm telling you, dude. Tell me
Got
it
the-
ain't so.
You don't
Ca-
have to.
Cannabis,
Better
coffee,
consider it.
cocaine.
No cocaine. Coffee is good enough.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Tea's not
Like-
an option.
What's this plant? Oh, these are cocaine leaves. This is a cocaine plant. Yeah, you just grab a leaf and suck on that shit for a little bit.
I
Sounds like
always
I
wanted to do
stopped
that.
drinking coffee in the right time. I just stopped drinking coffee
Right.
like
Right.
6 weeks ago. I don't know, man. Maybe
Like when
And
when the
Right.
price of cigarettes went through the ceiling, how everybody pretty well quit. They're like, holy shit, packs are like $10 fucking bucks. Like, might as well buy a fucking gram of weed, bro.
did your
Red
body
Setter
change,
Farm.
Red Setter, with no coffee?
it was, I don't know, man, not really. It wasn't that bad, man, to be honest. I've been drinking, so I just switched over habitually to, I still stick with like a hot warm liquid in the morning, and even at nighttime I do basically, man, I muddle some ginger, add a spritz of lime, like just like squeeze a little bit, a couple drops of lime, and add a little bit of raw honey, and I sip on that
Ooh.
all
There you
day
go.
long, to be honest, man. I'm just constantly dosing with ginger. It's
I put honey in my
good, man.
coffee.
Really? Honey in your
Yeah.
coffee? That sounds
Yeah.
Do you
interesting.
fuck with that turmeric at all?
No, but I wouldn't mind, man. I just haven't gotten around to substituting yet, or adding, or messing with it. Yeah, really. I'd like to grow it, to be honest. I
Oh,
have a couple little
still,
ginger
that sounds
plants
like a
going,
fuck-
so
Killer good blend, though. I
yeah,
actually
it
need to
really
start
does.
trying to do something morning and night for myself for sure.
it would be the exact same process. Being, I'm pretty sure they're almost identical roots, or similar roots, and it'd probably just be a real similar shaving of the skin and muddle it down. And I wouldn't, yeah, I've never tasted it, so I'm not sure. So that's probably why. So I should just attempt it and grab myself some. But yeah, so quit drinking coffee. It was Smiley. I don't know, whatever the week the grow off was, man. When was that? Like second weekend or something like that in August. First to second weekend in August, and it was like the week before that. So it's been a little over a month.
About a month, yeah.
I've had some, I've had like an iced tea here and there. So it's been like a little bit of caffeine once or twice. But honestly, man, it just kicks up my anxiety a little bit. And I'm not even liking it anymore.
You don't even
I'm
need it anymore, right?
getting through the
Right.
day now. Yeah, I was a little sluggish the first couple of days. I'll admit that. It was a little,
Did you get any
it's
headaches?
all right, man. No, not really, man. I work on headaches for a long time, man. I've been
Okay, yeah.
messing with my diet, you know what I mean? Because of headache, I get headaches basically from sodium. I could name like almost everything. If you wanted to eat it, dude, it's probably gonna give me a headache. You know what I mean? So I really try to work on things that I eat. Like I'll eat anything, you know what I mean, and just eat an ibuprofen or something if I have to. But I try not to do that kind of stuff. So I try to
Got
limit
it.
myself on some foods.
do
Usually it's
you
stupid stuff,
know
man,
what
like
plants
pasta.
trigger migraine?
No, it's not plants, man. It's like pasta, like so it'll do cured meats for sure. So like bacons, sausages, stuff like that. Beef jerky, if I eat enough of it, it really sucks. And then but I'll still fuck with beef jerky and stuff like that every now and then. So basically I've switched my proteins to like fish and sometimes chicken. Depending on how the chicken is. Sometimes it'll give me a headache, but not usually, man. Usually it's just red meats. Cured red meats, bacon, salty, real salty stuff, high sodium levels would give me a headache, and then also like carbohydrates and heavy sugars. If I eat too much sugar, I eat like pasta, macaroni and cheese, lots of it. You know what I mean? Like if I'm eating like a big plate of pasta, it'll give me a headache. If I have a side of pasta, I'm okay. You know what I mean? So it's about intake. You know what I mean? I can't overindulge.
Right, knowing yourself
Have
more or
you
less.
noticed? Have you noticed at all that anything? Have you noticed anything with ammonium nitrates in it? Because I know I used to work in a butcher at a butcher place that we did wild game and all kinds of
I would
other
say
shit.
most of
The
my vegetables are
main
probably
dude that did the
hydroponic.
bacon.
No, but
I
they
eat
pack it
grocery
in
store
the
I'm
shit.
like the meat wise. Whenever you do
Meat-wise?
bacon to actually give it that give meat shelf life, they add ammonium nitrates. I know that's what
So
one
it's
of
not
our
in the
companies
grain
that we
the
did
meat
like
ate?
actually. Well, it's
So
not
Red
actually the
Setter.
curing process. process. It's the chemicals they put on to give it the shelf life. Because some of the bacon they did was like, oh, this only has like 4 or 5 days shelf life and then it needs to be gone. But like this one's got like normal bacon. Like you can refrigerate it for like fucking 3 months and it'll be fine because the ammonium nitrates are the preservative that keeps it like alive, pretty much, that keeps it without molding. But it was ammonium nitrate. But I remember the actual dude that did all the curing was talking about it. He's like, man, I fucking hate this ammonium nitrate. Like, he's like, I love the fucking normal shit. It tastes so much better, but it just doesn't have a shelf life. The ammonium nitrate is actually what like helps it give the shelf life. So I don't know. Because again, my wife,
I can totally see it.
Not
Yeah.
again, but like my wife actually gets migraines. So like if that's something that we need to look out for, that might be a good thing to help her get rid of her migraines. One thing I noticed that we got that helps her migraines is just straight up like just good Durban poison that's got THCV in it. The THCV really helps migraines.
So I just wanted to give you a shout out, Red, there. I still, by the way, have not had a fucking energy drink. And what is it? It seems like it's pushing a year now that I decided to kick them.
I feel like it was pre-pandemic. It was like cusp.
Maybe
Yeah, dude,
February.
yeah, probably like February, man. It was like one of your earlier shows, man. I don't know. It might have been one of the second. Or I think I was on like your 4th or 5th or 10th or something show. And
No, I remember when you came on
4th and 10th or something, and might have been the 2nd or 3rd show that came on that you stopped drinking them, or it was the first show I came on you stopped drinking them. So that would have been like one of your 4th shows or something like that. Trail all the way back that far.
I think it's
what show you're on, like 1,052.
Yeah.
Dude, pre-pandemic is a word now.
Dude, I feel like the pandemic's been 1,000
That
days
was just
already,
so weird that he said pre-pandemic.
Hey, bro,
dude,
you
it's
remember all the
official.
concerts
I'm
pre-pandemic?
just gonna start using it as I'm just starting to
bullshit.
use it as a way to date things now. And
That sucks.
Hey man, you remember the weed pre-pandemic?
It does. I'm not gonna say it doesn't suck. You're right.
Right.
You're right.
But you're
Dude, you know what
right
sucks?
too, though. That's a definite
We fucking,
marker in time.
I was talking
Dude,
to some people the other day.
Really sucks is I'm in
about the students graduating this last year, and their commencements, at least around here in Michigan, were like a drive-through circle. You know what I mean? They just had like pictures up of everybody, and then they like stopped and gave them their diploma there, and that was it. But I was telling the person that I was talking to, I was like, man, they really got robbed on that this year, on that shit. And they were like, well, if you think about it, yeah, in a way, but in a way, they'll always have something that binds that generation together from this point on. Like when they hear somebody, at Secretary of State or whatever, and they say their birthday or whatever, and they go, oh yeah, you graduated COVID, didn't you? You know what I mean? They'll always relate back to that. Yeah, I graduated during the COVID times, and that'll be a little bit of a binder for a generation to kind of come
It's
together.
officially a descriptive term. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Mertz. Like, yeah, I have no idea. He definitely said ammonium nitrate with the preservatives, though. But yeah, they definitely use sodium nitrate and sodium potassium, or sodium potassium, or potassium sorbate, or whatever the fuck it's called, for sure. Yeah, dude, it's really sad about the fucking guys graduating. I mean, imagine if you're like, dude, like me, I played fucking hella sports in high school. Imagine if I wouldn't be able to show up for my senior year. I'm like, dude, this is like 3 years I've been training for so I can be the best. This is some bullshit.
How about when they canceled the Olympics?
Oh, they fucking canceled the Olympics? I didn't hear about that. Holy shit.
No. I mean, like that one year when they boycotted and we didn't go. And they
That was
canceled, I
weird.
think, one other time too, right? So like they
They
spent
did
like that.
cancel the Olympics in Japan. They were supposed to be in Japan this spring. They canceled it for the
Yeah,
COVID.
nowadays,
Yeah,
like
they
no
were-
one
they were
even
canceled
cares
this year.
about the Olympics hardly anymore, right? Well,
Not unless you're fucking trying to
Anymore.
train for the Olympics, I guess.
there you go. Yeah.
Then you care so much.
That's the only thing you care
No,
about.
one
And then
thing
when
that's
they cancel
really,
it, another 4 years, you're too old to make the team, man.
dude. One thing, yeah, man. One thing that's really
I
shitty
gotta-
is like, dude. So my daughter is going to kindergarten. My daughter's going to kindergarten. We're doing the online schooling, dude. There's like a fucking packet like this thick of shit that we got to do consistently. Like that's quite a bit of shit. But at the same time, like now they're like, okay, so we're gonna open the schools. Everybody's gonna show up this week on Monday. Da da da. Okay, so you're gonna go see your teacher, dude. Flu season's gonna be like now. Dude, doctors aren't going to be able to learn the difference between COVID and just normal flu, unfortunately. So I'm like, well, I guess we're going to just fucking keep her here for the fucking
It's all
first
part of the
semester, I guess, and
pandemic,
just teach
dude.
online.
It's all part of the pandemic.
Well, the unfortunate part is I have a really fucking shitty immune system. I have since I was a little tiny kid. I also have a heart problem. So, dude, for real, if I get this shit, dude, like, bye, fucking see y'all later. So,
Dude,
like,
stay in
unfortunately,
your garden.
we are, but unfortunately, they're like, okay, so all the kids have to show up on school today on Monday. I'm like, okay, so we want distance learning.
Oh,
And my
shit.
stepfather just had a heart attack, and he's up and down, left and right, like not good, like super, super serious, massive heart attack. Like he can't talk, and he's 55. Like
Dude,
he's
are your kids watching cartoons right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here in the background, they're sitting here watching Ice Age. But no, it's a rough time right now, unfortunately. But yeah, with all the schooling and everything else going on, like, dude, like, yeah, again, we got this flu season going on right this second. So, you know, unfortunately, we're gonna stay home until next semester so we can see what's going on. Because unfortunately, Dad's got fucking a health problem and a heart problem. So.
Red Center Farms. Any chance that you'll be in Clio 25th, 26th?
I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna be on the west side of the state, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's gonna be a caravan heading out that way. I don't know, man. My plan is to not really do much driving. I don't know how capable of driving I really want to be this weekend. So if I can get a ride out there, maybe. There's gonna be one of those reset weekends. So maybe try to go. I don't know though, man. I don't think I'm gonna be getting out there. So but we'll see. Celebrating
So
fall.
the answer is I don't know.
I don't know. 50-50.
I'm gonna go with I don't know. I'm gonna take that because I'm an optimistic.
There's no swing
and
either way.
that's-
There's probably there's probably a lesser chance of me going. But,
Most likely not.
yeah, most likely not. But
Well,
I'm
let
probably
me-
next event. I mean,
Let me
I went
see
to-
if
I
I
went
can
to that.
sweet.
I went to that other
There's a
event. What was
reason.
that? There's not even that many people. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, the one up there, yeah. The Clio, I
dude,
went
there's
earlier
not
this
that
year
many
to
people
Clio.
that-
That was pretty
uh,
good size. It wasn't
You
terrible.
don't
but
need
it
a
was-
lot of
it
people.
was
You just
good
need the
size.
right
It's-
people.
Right. Well, there'll be a bunch of us in Clio, that's for sure, from the community there Friday for sure. But I was asking you because out of that wash from fucking the other day,
I made a cannoli,
I
didn't you?
had set some. Oh no, but I should. I got enough material right here. I could. But fucking no, I had one run that I kept side that was all wet material, and that was the Primal Punch, F2, the banana, and the Dominatrix, which was that lemon pine a little bit, and a little bit of the Beautiful Loser, and I kept that the 74 all aside separate, and fucking that shit. If you crack it open, smells like fucking bananas. Straight up fucking bananas. And I wanted to fucking pass you a fucking hunk of that hash because it's fucking delicious. Yeah, bananas. Fucking bananas, man.
Sounds bananas, dude. Dude, I want to try that actually. Oh, yeah. I hope
It's
to get a
good.
chance to meet up with you again, man. I'm really glad that we got a chance to meet up. Shit, dude, just in the summertime. It's been a crazy summer. At least there's been a few solid, good occasions where there's been a nice little meetup and a gathering, you know? We just had a couple. Even got to see Smiley
For
down
me,
there.
man. Yeah, he'd be there Friday, I think. Kyle.
Yeah, I'm heading out Friday, and then yeah, it was good to see you and to grow up. Man. That was cool.
You guys are
Definitely.
ever
What
in
is,
NorCal, don't be a stranger. Fucking hit your boy up. I always got herb.
Yeah,
Smiley, are you picking seeds? What the hell are you doing?
picking seeds. What do you
Picking
mean?
and shucking.
Yeah, shucking seeds.
No, I'm just bucking butts.
Fucking
Okay.
branches. Never
Deal
been to
with
Oh, man,
Cali.
that-
Looked like he could have been.
Yeah.
No, I just I don't know. I just hang them up, and then I just peel the big leaves off, and then buck the nugs
The
off.
nugs off and then dry it up a little and then smoke it and
Yeah,
smoke it
Eagle says
and
the
smoke
dry
it.
trim is so hard. I don't even have a fucking scissors. It's so hard.
And I'm getting so fucking lazy with my trimming. I'm like, all right, well, put it all in a tote. Like, I don't give a fuck. Let's go ahead and use a bucket bucker to bucket. Just get it all fucking bucked. Let's throw it in a trim bag and trim that shit and have somebody fucking clean it up. I'm just so fucking lazy with it anymore.
I just did some. I get stoned and I just because I like taking the sugar leaf trim and making my cookies with it. So I want as much of that shit as I could get. So I'm pretty stupid with it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do.
you overdo it.
I have a buddy
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
processes all my trim, and I get really high numbers off the yield from him. So
Yeah. If you just take off the shit leaves and collect anything with the sugar on it, man. I think that shit might have more. It could have more resin on it when you think about it, but it just won't taste good because it's fucking leaf material. It's like, thicker or whatever. But man, some
I almost feel like
trim,
the glands are built a little bit differently on sugar leaves for some reason. Like they're a
yeah.
little harder, like hardened off.
I think they're better for bubble hash too. The trim instead of like buds, even if you grind it up or whatever you do with the buds. I want to do it with buds. I don't. Yeah, if your weed is really good, like the one my one buddy, it's a big long story, but he grew out a couple times, and we were gonna run the bubble. He brought it all over, and I'm like, no, dude, I'm not letting you fucking put this into the wash, man. This is too good. We're gonna, smoke this in joints and shit. Put the hash inside the joints that you can smoke with this shit. He was thanking me by the end of it all. But anyway, yeah, trim. I think that comes off the leaves easier in the bubble wash. And
Oh,
that's my
definitely.
rant.
Yeah.
That's one thing I really like about the bubble is you can use I feel like the material, like the actual stir stick actually makes some of a difference. Your agitation, the consistency of your stir stick, like dude, if you're using a hard piece of metal or if you're using PVC or wood, I feel like it actually has a difference on how your glands break off because again, and your agitation. Because if you're going too quick, you're beating the fucking material. If you're going too slow, you're not breaking the glands off, which that's what you're trying to do. But no,
Well,
there's
that's
definitely
what
a huge fine line for sure.
I don't know. I did it in the washing machine. It's the only time I ever did it. And you make sure it's wet enough and cold enough.
There you go.
Wet enough and cold enough, man. And your material don't get beat off. Just the glands get broken off. And it stays clean and separate. If you do it right, pretty close, usually. Shit happens.
Well, that's definitely the best way to get the same consistent material, unless you have your text down for sure. 2 more fucking pots to amend, and then I get to fucking cut some holes and plant. Yeehaw!
Well,
And I got to clone, and I got to spray,
it's
and I got to
usually
water.
when you
Ugh.
when you wash bud there that fucking as soon as you want to get up on that wash, that's when the fucking bud wash seems to break loose. And it's like into that like fourth one, you're like, fourth one, you're like, like it happened to
Wasn't
me
a
the other
lot.
day on that bud.
And then
Yeah, it
fifth one
wasn't a
is
lot.
boom.
Yeah, that's what happened the other night when I ran it. I pulled that one
Yeah,
on air,
I,
and
I
I was
normally
like,
listen.
and there wasn't shit there. And I told everybody, well, I guess this is over because that run didn't really yield shit. So I'm gonna call it good. I fucking turned the camera off, told everybody
Yeah.
later and shit, and then pulled the next run, and it was a fucking handful. It was just a fucking handful. And I was like, shit, I guess I ain't done. And it yielded like 3 more handfuls. I ended up having to wash like another fucking 4 hours and shit. But that seems to be the case every time with bud. As soon as it comes a much later, you get like the good stuff right off the top, and then you get that mid grade dump later on. Kind of like you were saying there, Tal. But definitely, I have to agree with you on another term too. I think that sugar leaf hash, because there isn't as much agitation there, it's a quicker process. You don't have to let it break down or get that
And nothing's
soak for
stuck
too long.
inside. Yeah, nothing's stuck inside there either. Yeah.
I have to break the buds apart.
Yeah, did you rip the buds apart, Eagle, or how did you like as best you could?
No,
You
I
like
didn't.
beat it up a little? Not at all?
It was mostly trim, and then
Okay.
there was some buds in there. It wasn't
But they
heavy
were
bud,
larfy
just
buds, yeah.
As long as they're
Okay.
larfy, they can.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I normally
trichomes.
only do 3 washes and call it quits. Of course, again, it's so fucking hot here. Like my ice is normally pretty well done by that time. I love fucking Heavy Icer X, dude. They straight up built a walk-in meat freezer to do their fucking extractions in.
Dude, I was in a ice cream freezer where it was it was a warehouse, -10. And it was like between 80 and 90 degrees outside. It's crazy when you walk into that place, dude. You got to put a suit on.
True. So, Red, are you still doing hash out of some of your material, or is that kind of too much work then?
Pain, yes.
Well, I'm
Worth
running
it.
into some new material right now, so that's kind of had my attention just because I'm working on. Yeah, I had to get through harvest and stuff, and so on to what I'm gonna do with that is probably process going dry sift. I'm gonna shake off as much as I can dry sift wise. Go from dry sift into washing it into water, trying to get as much off of it as I can water wise. Working on getting my phone likes to fall every time I put it on the surface, and I actually caught it. I'm gonna put it back here. There we go. And then from there, probably wash it through alcohol. After I go through water, I'll maybe let some of that material dry, whatever off of that. I'll probably try to wash it through some alcohol and then take the process. That if I run it through alcohol straight like that, I'm probably use that for like topically or something. Otherwise, I'm probably use some older material into alcohol and basically make just raw cannabis oil. Just knock it all the way down to raw cannabis oil, edible, activated cannabis oil, and then
Different process.
yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna try to get the best. Work it all the way down, you know.
You're really
And
taking
then,
it all on that first one, yeah.
the dry sift's going to I got a press recently, so I'm going to press the dry sift. I'm also going to cure the dry sift. Also, I enjoy cured dry sift. It's something. This stuff right in front of me, I've been smoking on the last couple nights. It's from 2018. This is a mixed blend of. There's like some Wi-Fi OG. There's some I don't know Blue Dream crosses. There's some blends, man. A little bit of Death Star, a little bit. There might even be some Chernobyl from when I was growing Chernobyl in here, and some other good stuff. But this is a mixed house blend, so it's been suiting me pretty well. It's got a nice stimulating effect still to it, even though it's been around for a couple of years. It's not putting me on my ass. You know, I just smoked some a couple hours ago, and I'm still rocking and rolling. So, you know, I like it, man.
You,
I like aged hash.
Do you run a magnet? Do you run a magnet over your sift there, Red?
No, I don't. I haven't tried any other techniques aside from just sifting and collecting. So I'm not impartial to anything.
When you straight sift it and leave it on the table, take like a pretty decently powered magnet and just run it over the top of your material, and it'll pull up the extra hairs that are sitting in anything, but any kind of like bad glands also. But it's another really good way to clean shit, especially if you're doing like trim bin keef. Just it seems like the metal between the sift and the plate almost is magnetized, and if you can take the things that are magnetized out of it, it seems to be a better quality product. But you might just try to rub like a magnet over, just like barely over the top of it, just see what you pick up. You might be surprised.
I have to give that a whirl. Yeah, man, that's cool.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, I used to have a buddy that used to swear by it. He was like, "Yeah, dude, you fucking if you do dry sift keef, fucking straight up dry keef that's like been cured in the fridge, that's powderized, all that shit, like rub it, run a magnet over it because there's high metals in certain stuff."
I like that tip. Thank you.
What about the non-magnetic metals?
You get to smoke those, dude.
You got to use a non-magnetic magnet.
I guess so.
Non-magnetic, so what is that even called? Yo, you got a magnet?
Earth.
What is it without what is it not being magnetized?
Gold
I don't
and
even know what this
silver.
fucking like this product's called. What the fuck?
Dude, did you all eat a Jamaican beef patty at one time in your existence? Is that a no
Was that
from
bad?
everyone?
I'm
Did
sorry.
I didn't hear that. What was that?
Has everyone eaten a Jamaican beef patty in their existence?
I have
Jamaican beef patty?
Yeah.
What is that, like a fucking quarter pounder of fucking weed pressed into a patty?
No, it's like a fucking
Deep
empanada.
fried on a skillet, a little bit of butter, some ketchup, mayo, a little bit of mustard, fucking lettuce, tomato, burger bun.
So that's
Called
a
the
no
Cheech and Chong. Called the Cheech and Chong special.
Oh shit! Wow, none of yous?
No, I've never heard of that one.
I don't know what it is, though.
It's like it really is like an empanada, kind of. From what I know, I only had apple empanadas, but it's like a big hot pocket, but there's like spicy beef inside. It tastes awesome.
Huh.
And you guys should go find one in your they gotta be around you.
What's it called again?
A Jamaican beef patty.
Jamaican beef patty. I'll have to look for that.
Yeah, they probably have
like-
in the frozen food section at your supermarket, perhaps. There's ones called Golden Crust. Why is that? See, Smiley. That's why he's Smiley's Gardens, man.
We ain't from them parts. I don't know. Man.
You from them parts.
I'm teasing you. No, yeah, there's a few real authentic, Mexican restaurant around, but I don't know. Is that like a Mexican dish or what
No,
kind of?
So you guys do Mexican. How about Jamaican?
Jamaican beef patties. They're called
It's
Jamaican. Yeah, Caribbean. They call it Caribbean food. There's places called Golden Crust.
Caribbean.
Google Golden Crust Jamaican beef patty, bro. They're bomb. Like,
They sell them at the Costco.
Perhaps.
Is that like a pasty? Almost like a pasty, kind of? Is that what it is?
I don't
There
know.
you
It's
go.
a pasty.
You don't know nothing about a pasty.
No, man.
Oh. Now we're, great.
Uh-oh.
Great. Shepherd's pie, maybe?
All right, I heard of that. I ate some of that before. That's what a pasty is, a pastry with meat, like a shepherd's pie.
That's what the Yoopers call them.
The uppers up there.
Yeah, that's the Upper Peninsula's thing is the pasty.
So they're like upstate, right? They're like Hicks that live up there.
I only know this because my neighbor used to he moved from the Upper Peninsula down to where I'm at, and was my
He
neighbor.
graduated from
He
redneck
was
to
telling me
city
all about
slicker.
them, dude. They're the fucking, that's the thing, man. Recipe for pasties up there. It's legend. The stuff of legends. Sounds about like what you're describing, basically.
A roadkill pasty.
Well, that's the thing. You never really know what the meat
No,
is.
you don't know.
So it could be. You don't know.
The waste parts they throw in
That's
the pasty.
Like this is
I'll never
100%
look.
toenails from chickens.
I'll never look at a pasty the same again.
Lips and ass in the pasties. Just you.
Sometimes it's tongue. I don't know.
You guys are cracking me the fuck up over here. I'm dying, man. I can't
Yeah,
handle
did
this
you ever
shit.
read the ingredients on the
I'm
Slim Jim?
so high. I can't handle this shit.
Have you ever
pretty
read the
stoned.
ingredients
I have.
of Slim Jim? It's like faith, hope, some other shit. It's like, why did you list it literally some other shit? That's weird.
Oh, yes. I'm right there.
You're like,
you know
that
what
is
the
so
main
Slim Jim
ingredient
worthy.
is?
Fucking hope and
many,
prayers.
how many commercials have you seen that's where, like, especially the older ones, where it was Brandy the Man, Macho Man Savage, where they
Snap
talk
it to
about
us.
how beefy, the beefy taste of a Slim Jim. And then you read it, you look on there, and the first thing is it's almost the first ingredient:
The chicken lips.
mechanically separated chicken.
Yep.
There's no beef in it. Beef spices and mechanically processed chicken.
That's
Dude,
what it's
I
going
eat
to
a
come to
bunch.
with weed. They're going to be like, this is mechanically separated weed. Oh, I don't want that shit. That's gross.
I ate a bunch of those when I was a kid.
When you look that up, because I actually did, they actually, like, that's mechanically separated. Is like after they pulled most of the meat off, and then they've like put the bones and shit into like a sifter, and they've shook it back and forth. Them little pieces of meat that fall through the screen there, that's your Slim Jim. That's your mechanically separated chicken right there.
That extra shit on the side that's stuck to the wall, jerky.
Eagle, I feel like that whole story was just a Mandela effect. There is beef in Slim Jims. Has to be.
Beef ass.
Macho
Dude,
Man.
you're like, you're sitting there rolling a joint. You're like, yeah, bro, this is vegan free. Yo, it's got beef in it. Yeah, it's in the joints.
Huh?
Oh man. Don't ask what's in the McDonald's chicken nuggets. Oh, I don't want to know what's in the chicken nuggets.
Dude, yeah, I heard stories
You know
about
why I
old
won't eat?
chicken nuggets.
Because it
You
comes
know
with
why
a
I don't
fortune
eat
cookie.
chicken nuggets?
Because it comes with a fortune cookie, and
dog-
most of them say that's not chicken.
No, because my dog won't eat chicken nuggets. That's why I won't eat chicken nuggets. Straight
why
up,
is he
man.
looking-
My dog.
Why is he?
He's like, no, don't want it.
Damn.
I
That's a good
pulled
test.
up the other day, and it was like Burger King. They were like 8 spicy chicken nuggets for $1. And I'm like, what in the fuck are in them nuggets?
Uh-huh.
I can't buy dog food that cheap, so I guess we're just buying fucking chicken nuggets. Your dog eats chicken nuggets. You're like, why is he licking his ass? Oh, he's trying to get the taste out of his mouth.
Yeah, probably. You want to hear another funny thing too? Like I'm notorious for feeding my dogs fast food. I had a pit bull there. Used to ride with me all the time, Joker, and I used to feed him Rally's Big Bufords until that fucker Dutch ovened me one time in a fucking car, man. It was pouring rain. There was fucking nowhere to run. It made my eyes water. And I was like, that's it. No more big Bufords for you, motherfucker. But my current dog, if I go to McDonald's and buy like a fucking cheeseburger and I flip him a cheeseburger, he'll pick that thing apart and he'll eat the bare side of the bun first, and then he'll eat the mustard and ketchup side, and then he'll eat the burger last. Like, ugh, I guess if that's all you got, man, you got no fries or no shit, man, which makes me leery again about the burgers I'm fucking eating.
When your dog picks lettuce over a burger.
True story, though.
Alleged burger.
Dude, my dogs are so fucking picky nowadays. Like, they just turned like 8 or 9. They've had a really good fucking life. Like, they've been very, very, very good dogs. Like, we used to live in a house that didn't really have any neighbors. Like, the closest neighbor was like 500 feet away, all directions around us. So again, I could blow the fucking house up, do whatever I wanted. They got used to being able to be like, oh, well, they're gone for the day. Well, we're going to break out. We're going to go do whatever we want. Oh, well, we know where our bread and butter's at, so we're just going to sit on the porch and wait till they come home or break back in the yard. Dude, those fuckers nowadays are so fucking picky with, dude, we've got kids again, like, so they drop food all the fucking time. Like, dude, they are so picky with what they eat. They're like, nope, we're not eating grapes. No, like, unless you like, dude, I straight up had like, dude, a steak that was like 2 days old. And I was like, dude, I don't really want this. Like, whatever, I'm going to feed it to the dog. Split it in half, put it on 2 plates, put it on the ground. Dogs came up to it, smelled it, looked at me like, are you sure we can have this? I'm like, yeah, dude, you guys, this is for you. You guys go ahead. Dude, I had to toss it to them to make them eat it. Like, cause dude, with the kids, like, it's so funny. We've got a table that's right about their height. They know they don't take things off the table, but every now and then their tongues slip on the table and snag shit off of it. But they're like, if you gave me something like, this is good food, like, you sure we can have this? But no, it's really funny because, again, like, they can get in and out of the fucking yard whenever the fuck they want. Dude, when it comes down to it, they're like, we can't get back in the yard, so we're just going to sit on the porch and wait for you to come home. Good dog.
I've never asked.
Good dog.
American one, you got any pets? I think you're the only one I don't know if has. I know Red's got a dog.
Dude, dogs are better than people, but I'm not allowed to have one here. Yeah.
What kind of dog would you get? I'm curious.
I would probably get I would definitely get a chocolate lab. The best dog I ever met was a chocolate lab, dude. The thing was so fucking smart. The coolest dog in the world. And then I hung out with a couple black labs, but they're more rambunctious. They're crazy when they're young.
Dude, you know what I found out to be a really fucking baller-ass mix for a dog? Is you do a boxer collie or lab collie. Collies are so fucking smart. They're sheepdogs. Dude, that breed is very, very pretty and very, very, like, smart.
I like the way American One said it there. I hung out with Black Lab there for a while. I just it made me like picture you sitting there just drinking with him and, hey, what's up, man? Hanging out.
Blow a couple hits at him. He leans into it. He's like, yo, I like that shit. You're like, oh, you want some more? He's like, oh, fuck yeah, definitely. You should definitely spark another one. You're like, dude, you are so fucking, like, influential. Like, I definitely need to roll another one.
That's funny. It's always the stray black lab that gets the dog pregnant, too.
Lady in the Tramp wasn't about some fucking other dog. It was a lab. It was a lab. That dude banged everybody.
So, you guys, this is going way down rabbit hole here. Do you guys remember not so long ago when I was talking about my littlest dog, Coco, there?
Yeah.
And being like the hood ornament there? I shit you not. I shit you not. Fucking, I actually like it was like a day or two later. I turned on Netflix, and I didn't turn it on. It was on. It's like this weird like cartoon, and it's like got it's dogs and shit. I don't know. It's a weird fucking cartoon, but the one dog is like part of a police department. He's like the drug dog of the police department there, and he's trying to give up like a drug habit. Okay, and it shows him like hanging out with like the other dogs in town, and he decides like they're all hanging out and they're like jonesing and they're looking for something to party with, and the police dog goes, hey man, I think I could hook us up. And they fucking next thing you know, they're all partying in like the evidence lab of fucking of the police department. They're all fucking smoking weed and whatnot, and they're all as they file in. What cracked me up and made me fall out of the chair was it was actually fucking this cartoon dog. He was like, I don't know, I forget what type of breed I would guess you'd call it, but he's like, he comes in and he's walking upright with big old chested dog, and he's got this like little chihuahua that's like stuck on him, like in the hood ornament. She's just like, I'm like, there's fucking Coco. How'd she get on this fucking cartoon and shit? And just to tell you like fucking how off the wall this cartoon is, by the way. At some point they like they open up this like bag and he's like, yeah, I don't know, we just took this off of some guy, and like he's like, I don't know what it is, and he like just throws it out, and like all the dogs do it, and whatever it was like a toxic drug, and it killed like all the dogs. So he's like stuck, the only dog left, and he's stuck having to like hide the rest of the dogs for what just had happened. So the next day he goes to work, and they're like, I can't believe this. Every dog in town was just found dead and shit. He's like, you know anything that would cause this? He's like, no, fucking ain't got shit to do. Wow, that's weird. And he's just like totally sweating and shit. The rest of the episode, he's like trying to cover his tracks. But it was like pretty off the wall fucking cartoon. I couldn't believe that scene where the big dog come in with the little dog still stuck, and he's just walking around with it. I was like, oh, that's fucking Coco right there. I about fell out of my chair when I seen that shit. It's fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious.
You still got the Coco?
Oh yeah.
Okay, is it forever now?
Oh man, she is still the biggest whore. The biggest whore. She yeah. The angel dog, the original Chihuahua we had that I talked about. Yeah, she's gone and fixed, but Coco is definitely living up to the legend. She actually like will trick the other dogs. Like she'll like take the other girls out and then come back in and be like, yeah, I ain't going out till them bitches come back. And then she'll like fucking go off all by herself and disappear for a little while. And you're like, that bitch's got another boyfriend. But she won't let it on to the other girls where she's going. Coco always disappears by herself and fucking comes back all fucking knocked up that little hole. You'd think she'd be safe in the middle of the woods. How she keeps finding these weekender dogs, I don't fucking know. But she's just like, she must just be wandering over to the next road and just like, hey, big boy, up for the weekend, huh? Come here, I want to show you something. Fucking
dude, hot summer nights. Hot summer nights, bro.
Strolling through that trailer park behind me, just fucking, man, what's up, big boy?
She's waiting by the door. It's the weekend. The boys are in town.
She's just panting as the cars are driving by. Oh yeah, it's a party. Thank God for summer.
What are you doing?
Eagle, I don't want to tell you, bud, but your dog might be a fucking whore.
Oh yeah,
Well,
definitely.
hookers get paid. So.
It's so sad, but it's so true.
She's like, I know what's
So
up.
true.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Crazy.
One of these nights, there's gonna be the story of Eagle being like, "Yeah, the neighbor guy called to try to get my dog off his, and she'll be stuck on some fucking huge ass dog, man." Because I think that's the way that shit works. Like they can't let go or some. I don't know. Like they lock together somehow.
You go be
There's
on
all kinds of
Cops.
videos of fucking dogs.
It's
Cops
fucking.
2020.
This is the thing that's
Get my
mind
flat
blowing
ball.
for me. Okay, I'll tell you a couple weird things that happen in this house, and I went to whip out my camera several times, and I always get that fucker smacked out of my hands. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. For one, Coco, I have seen stuck with a big dog. I mean, it's the math is phenomenal. It's like Great Dane and a fucking teacup. It's like how it even happens.
You just gotta work it slowly. You just gotta work it slowly, you know. Yeah.
You jump on and you don't let go.
It's the weirdest shit that it's like she's gotta be. I'm telling you, it's impossible. I can't even. It's speaking of it right now. I still can't. She must like just cower down with all four spread out, and the other one has to come up and actually like hump the ground for a minute before it's impossible. It's just fucking impossible. And the other weird thing that I have that happens around here is heat time, because I have 4 females and I watched it today.
Oh shit!
I've never seen anything like it. And they sync up just like real women. Yes, they are chasing each other around in a train, and just like a true train, one will jump out and get to the back while the other ones chase each other around. I've never seen. Just like a boy would get on top of a girl, these girls are chasing each other around the yard, humping each other, and I've never seen anything like it. And every time I go to like record it, I get called a weirdo. I'm like, how else do you explain this?
I saw that last weekend with humans, though.
I want to post the madness. Somebody needs to explain this shit to me, but no.
Like, I know I'm not like I'm not weird or anything, but this shit that's going on, it's a little weird.
It's deep. I can't. I never seen it
like,
before.
You decide.
In this instance, I can't. Yeah, it never happened before I moved into the deep woods, so I can't help but wonder if some like fucking deep woods bullshit, hillbilly kind of stuff.
Fresh air
is going on with these dogs, man.
You're like, hey man, like
in the forest.
I'm in jail, you're in jail, there ain't no chicks, like I've got needs, you got needs.
You know what the fucking funny thing about it was? My boy dog was crying, just trying to like leap through the door today as he's watching these 4 females spank each other around the yard. He's just sitting there crying, and I'm like trying to I'm like, I feel bad because he's I understand what he's going through. He's just fucking crying, and he's like hitting the door like it's a fucking trampoline. He's just like boom, boom, boom. Get back, god damn it. I know it ain't right, but fucking oh man, it's crazy time over here with these fucking dogs, man.
Yeah, dude, how do you even approach that situation? You're like, all right, so I know this sounds weird. Stick with me. Like, you started the conversation with, I know this sounds weird, stick with me. Like, where the fuck is this shit going? So the CIA is giving birth to fucking rock babies. Like, okay, I'm lost.
No, well, see, the thought of it is to kind of catch that and then throw some like Benny Hill music behind it, like it's like fucking some clown shit. I think it would go viral. I really do. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen in my
Might as
life.
well.
You should do it for fire. That's what I was gonna say, dude. Fuck yeah. That's funny shit. You never know what
It's
goes
hilarious.
viral, man. That's the thing.
So you tell me when they're doing it, the chicks they switch the one that's in front ends up going around the back, and they all take turns.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
you got
it's one
videotape
of
that
these
shit,
things.
Eagle.
Yes, it's I couldn't be lying about this. I mean, it's the weirdest shit that yes, it's exactly how it sounds. It's
You gotta do that and put the music to it.
Mm. Maybe some
Eagle,
Benny
is
Hill.
it 220 your place?
325.
oh no,
Yeah,
25 here.
225. That's
Oh,
funny
man.
shit. Though.
Well, happy 325.
325 to you, brother. Actually, perfect time
Every 325.
for
Oh,
a
Eagle,
dab
how
song.
are
You
them
guys,
Godivas
Like, I need
shaping
a
up?
bowl.
they're looking good, man. They're looking good right there behind me. They fucking had a nice growth spurt. They're fucking tall, bulking up. I've kind of de-leafed them pretty heavy. Now it's just bud production time. Looking week 4 back there. Wish I could swing that camera back over there.
No
They're
worries,
looking
it's all
good.
good. No worries.
I'll show you. I'll post up some pics here. But yeah, I can't wait. That's the tent that I'm talking about. I never got to finish telling Smiley about that one. That's the tent right now. That when I'm opening up, it smells like fucking fruit punch in there. I don't know what. It's just a weird mix of flavors. It's got the orange blossom in there. It's got the Godiva. It's got the twisted TKs in there. And it does when you open that tent, it smells like you just opened a can of fucking Hawaiian punch between the mix of them all. It's like
It's
weird.
pretty
You
cool.
think
Dude,
it's one of them or a
I
mix
used to grow the fucking straight up fruit punch. Oh, dude. The fruit punch was beautiful. Heavy as fuck. Straight up like 100% fruit, or what is it? Fruit Kool-Aid. Like that shit was fire. Fire, fire, fire. Again, like these just got thin yesterday. So they got
Oh,
their
nice.
skirts. Skirt, skirt. Skirt, skirt. But no reds, no nothing. Like no reds, no reds, no pinks. Few leaves. A bunch of different
Nice.
strains. This whole site's the same though.
So, Eagle, do you think that's a combo of all the smells mixing together, or do you think that's one that's dominant the whole time?
I think it's just a mix of all the terps together, to be honest with you, because they all got their own little different flavor profile so far. The Twisted TK has got its own like. I would say that would probably be the leader of the bunch of the fruity smell because it actually smells like a star fruit kind of smell to it. And
What's in the twisted?
Oh shit! I have to look. Write this stuff down. Oh damn it!
Right?
Book's over there. I know it's a twisted the twisted TK, and I want to say my copy. It's a town in fucking. I always say it wrong. It's Micopy. It's a town in Florida. Minnecopi. Yeah, Minnecopi. Yeah, that's how you say it. His Minnecopi. And it's supposed to be really fire. So I'm looking forward to that. His Godiva's in there. The American one's Godiva's in there, and that orange blossom. And I think that's it. That's for what's in there.
What flavors were you getting off Godiva, American?
What? What? Your tea?
There was some grape, and then if you leave it in longer, people are getting the cheese, some cheese stank in it. I was told whenever I grew it, it was I had grape and some like just berry sometimes. Cause yeah, the Godiva really wasn't very super terpy. It was just like I don't know, like a light. I don't want to say flower, but it was like clean. I don't know, but that's why I wanted to hit it with the cheesequake and make the cheesequake buds better. And so yeah, that happened. There's some phenos that are killer. Like the one that I always show everyone, it was freaking awesome. And it's like all you do is pluck off the fan leaves, and you can just pretty much you're ready to good to go, you know. But then there's some
Toss that back to the UK cheese. If you can find your male you like or a pheno you like, I have the fucking UK cheese.
and one of them even had seeds in it. I remember I labeled it DEC because it was Doug. I got it from this kid Doug. I called it Doug's Exodus cheese, and I grew out the seeds that I found. I guess I think I only found two, maybe even one. But anyway, that shit was killer too. It was really killer. So, oh yeah, dude, a couple of those butter cheese, the ones that I got from you are out of the ground. Just a couple, and then I have a whole bunch that I put in dirt, man, and they're not out of the ground yet. For starting to bug out a little. I just got to be patient. I think I should have waited till the full moonish.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Screwed
I
up.
did it right the worst supposed time in the world.
I do like that with the full moon. It just maybe it's a placebo effect or whatever, but it
No,
seems
it's not, dude.
way better luck with.
I know people who worked at clone factories where that's all they did was make cuttings, and they could see the difference. It would shave days off when they started at the different times of the month, and that was like the only explanation, pretty much.
I've heard the microbes are more active in the soil during the full moon. I don't know if it has anything to do with the water table rising beneath
Yeah,
them
that would
or
make
what.
sense, right? Yeah.
Never heard that.
I know it is interesting how the Earth breathes and shit, like with high and low pressures and like the moon cycles and all that. It's pretty interesting how that all works and plays together throughout it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think. I mean, if we're under atmospheric pressure and it gradually changes every now and then, depending
Yeah,
on
well,
storms coming through. I mean, there's air down in the soil, so I'm sure it changes somewhat.
the story I heard about the moon cycles more was like over evolution. When there was no electricity, they would do things when there was a full moon. You could still see. You ever been out in a full moon and your eyes are adjusted and shit? It's almost like daylight almost, but that's when they would plant shit. So over evolution of time, the plants realize, like that's when they always got planted. So that's how that works. But it probably is the other way, like you guys are saying, with the gravitational pull makes it better.
Of course, it's got to do with frequency.
Of course. I was listening to more shit about that kind of thing today. The relationship between humans and plants and with the link of frequency. I'd
Yeah, that was
actually was listening a little bit about sound levitation, how they're actually able nowadays to levitate objects with sound, high enough frequencies. They think that's pretty much how the Coral Castle was built. You pretty much know it nowadays.
I was out barefoot last 2 days ago.
Did you?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Did you notice a difference?
I don't know.
Did you know? No.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm wondering myself because I don't actually get outside too much, barefooted as much as I need to. But it's actually concrete contact.
I don't think
Does
so.
that count?
Oh, maybe though.
Too
If
much?
it's
You think?
yeah, I don't know. It's probably an insulated ground. That's like the same thing. And they say it's instantaneous in that documentary, but right?
Not.
They say you need. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say the same thing you were. You need time for whatever or a long battle. They knew that they could go and put their back against a certain type of tree, and like they would like take a 20-minute nap or whatever against this with their back against this tree and wake up like they were totally refreshed and like ready to rock for another day or two. Like the tree took it just rejuvenated them, which is fucking
I've
wild.
seen that something along that lines too, and I couldn't help but wonder if that's where the tree hugging thing kind of came into play.
Have you ever taken a
If
nap
that-
at the base of a tree? Have you guys?
No, I haven't.
No,
Not
I
really.
have. I have like
Yes,
I
definitely.
hunt, you know. So like sitting in the woods and like you're just sitting off. It's a different kind of a wake up. It's a different kind of like a sleeping experience for sure.
I bet. You
It's
wake up and
wild.
you're
It
in the
really
middle of
is.
the forest. Like,
It's
what
weird,
the
man.
fuck?
Yeah. It's really weird.
Some
But yeah, I
deer
could
looking
definitely
in the
I could see there
distance.
being some tree human relationship occurring while you're in that sort of dream meditative state.
Dude, when I did my gorilla grows, I would worry about tripping and then like getting like speared through my heart by a stick that was, a tree, a felled tree, and no one would know where the fuck I am. No one would ever find me.
Dude, you get the worst thoughts roll through your head in the middle of the woods, that's for sure.
That dude's mixing dirt in his grow room right now.
It does help
Well, that's
though,
what it
man.
looks like. So I hope that's what he's doing.
That's what I'm doing, dude.
Yeah.
So this dirt has been stored for like 6-8 months. Like these totes are third cycle, but
Mhm.
they need life. So I'm actually like re-amending, bringing biology,
Fluffing them up a little too.
feeding
Yeah.
KNF inputs, and like trying to bring like definitely like the dope part. Like this feels like flour. It's not. It's
Right.
not like compost. It's flour. That's
Mhm.
that's the consistency. Lots of trace minerals, lots of rock dust. But no, I've got like 2 totes left, and then like I can actually plant. But these guys will all fit two each, 2 gavitas. They'll get vegged like 3 weeks, and then they will get flowered. And this will yield like a pound and 3/4 to 3 pounds of light, depending on veg time, honestly. And again, the other room is it's set at about 600 watts right now, but it's in flower. They've got vegged between 2.5 and 3 weeks. They're in week 2 of flower. They've been watered 4 times. That's it. They're a bit nice all the way through, as long as those LEDs throw, if you feel like normal like LEDs, which again, the frequency, we'll see. I'm excited to see what they do. Again, I'm running a couple of new strains. I'm running Garlic Breath 21, which is GMO, Mendo Breath F2, Bear Creek Kush, which is Neville's Haze on Blueberry, or I believe that's what it was. GMO Black Plague, which Black Plague is G13 hash plant times Triangle Kush, which makes Black Triangle cross to Han Solo Burger. Some Donnie Burger, but no, it'll be decent. It'll be decent. We'll see what those lights can do.
Yeah, Jack Green still loves that Donnie Burger shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donnie Burger is phenomenal.
Just got some cross.
I like Donnie. It produces really well. And actually, I just got. Well, I got GMO back, and I still have some of my Han Solo Burger pollen. So I might dust, but I might hold it. We'll see. Again, I've got a bunch of other really good crosses I'm going to be working with, and I'm also going to be popping a bunch of my lane races right now. I'm going to pop my Afghanis times Pakis, my Afghanis times Hindus, and one other one, and start hitting that shit triangle. And then keep triangle stable as fuck, lengthy, hard to grow, yields if you can grow it or not, but like I'm gonna make it more potent. Make it more potent, make it more flavorful, but still I want to eventually just put it in seed form. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna S1 it. I'll feminize it, but I'm also going to just fuck across the flying fuck out of it. Like that's been my favorite strain since I started. Like I grew that under like 400 watts and just crushed it.
I'm gonna jump out for a minute. I might hang out and chat here, and then since I can't even see chat, so it's cool hanging out. American One Red Setter, definitely, man. Awesome to see you again, brother.
You
Great
too,
white
man, for sure.
Hope and Eagle.
Nice to meet you, brother. It's
All right,
business.
Smileys. We'll catch you later, boss.
Thank you, brother. Hell yeah.
Ego, man, I think I'm going to do the same. My dude is rolling on past my bedtime. I want to wish everybody a happy equinox, man. Cheers to that.
Oh
It's
yeah.
official. 8:30
Back at
p.m.
it,
up
dude.
here, at least. Or 8:30 a.m. up here will be our equinox. So cheers, everybody, to that. So if you don't mind, man, I'd like to shout out the Michigan Bros Grow Show. And
please.
all those guys and Frugal Force on October 3rd. So appreciate you for letting me on, man. Really do.
Oh
hopefully
man, I
can,
shout you guys out every night. I shout you
cool,
out
man.
every night, right? Every
I
night.
appreciate you,
420.
man. It's not even 420 yet. Oh, dude, I'll hang out till 420. Fuck, I'm not going anywhere. It's only fucking a half hour.
So, well, you know, if you're gonna light that blunt up, like fucking.
I mean,
come on.
I mean, at this point, what will end up happening
I'm
is
not
I'll
made
look
of
at the
stone.
clock and
I'm
I'll
not
go,
made of stone.
oh, shit, man, it's not. I'm gonna smoking at 420. I'll stay up. All right. I already did my shout out. So after 420, I'm gonna end up just dipping them. I don't have to do any shout outs now. So at least that happened. I'm surprised it's not past 420. It was late.
Shit, me and you were one of the fucking I could help blame you for the long format. I think it's you and Jack Greenstock that initially kicked off the fucking 5-hour shows.
I was the first long roll, and then Jack had to top my show right off the rip. He was like, "Well, I'll double up his time," and he took me by like an hour or two, and then I think I let another long show roll with you.
How long's your longest show?
I don't know. I think Eagle and I rattled for about 5 hours or something. I think our first show we rolled past 420. I'm pretty sure. Or we rolled into like the 4 hour. I think the first show was 4 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. Close to
the very longest episode.
Well,
they're getting late. Is 24 hours. It was the longest one. The second longest one was the most recent hash episode, which was like 11 and a half from start to finish. And then these guys did take the first episodes 5 and 6 hours, but I can't remember who it was. Somebody actually, I think it might even have been Indra, took me like past the 6 hour mark one time. 6.5 hours. Fucking
had some long shows, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever, man.
I was,
hey, dude.
kind of doing the math.
I mean, who's in chat?
I'm creating content. That's all that matters, bud.
who's working
But
on the
again, like
plants.
Eagle,
No.
like honestly, Eagle, shout the fuck out to you, bro. Like you've been doing this fucking every day for a long fucking time, dude. Like, holy fuck. Great mood every day, fucking trying to learn every day. Like, dude, fucking shout out to you, dog.
Thanks, man. I did a rough count the other day, right?
For real.
And
Yeah,
if
man,
I hit
it's
when
been
I
a
hit
serious run.
200, that's like on average like 1,000 hours at 200.
We're well over half a year.
Dude, you got a full-time fucking job right now, dude. Like, for real. Like, every night you're doing at least like what, like 4 to 7 hours? Like, for real. Easily. Like 7 days a week. Not 5 days a week, 7 days a week. Like, I'm thinking of mine, let me in like, okay, yeah, 1 day a week, maybe, if I can fucking fit that shit the fuck in. Beast, bro. You're a fucking beast.
It's funny because
Yeah, man.
tonight it is kind of funny. Between Smiley, episode 6 there, Red, I think, episode 4. Tao comes in, I think,
Somewhere
around
around there.
13, somewhere around that area there. And at that point, I remember Tao, I almost gave him a guilty conscience about the conversation we had because he was like, do you really think you can fucking do this every night? And I was like, yeah, I do, I think. He's like, you think so? I'm like, yeah. And then this is where it made me feel guilty. He was like, you don't think you're like abusing their time and shit, just like showing up and wanting everybody to show up every day? You don't think? I'm like,
No, because you know
maybe
what?
you're
Like
right.
I was saying, you get sick of like people that are on every single day, but you have a different guest on every night, so it's like different than other people that just come on. Yeah, but no, yeah, you proved me wrong. Though I was like, you're gonna run out of people to talk to, but nah, man, there's tons of people.
Again, bud, hopefully I got you lined up with at least like fucking 25 of my really close homies. So they'll definitely spread some knowledge at you. I got guys from all the way from testing facilities to super out like restricted growers to now like commercial good growers to guys who've been rocking outdoor for days. So hopefully I'll keep you stocked for a good minute.
I know. I feel bad
Those
because
guys
I've
all
had
got really
like
good
a
fucking
lot
knowledge
of
they can bring to this channel for sure.
great people has offered their time, and they're like, I can come on this week, and I'm like, I'm booked until like August 17th. So gonna have to
Fuck yeah, dude.
like,
Dude, that's dope. That's good news, you know? Being too busy is good news. Hey, you want me to put you on the standby in case that dude has to like have something going right the fuck now? Yeah, dude, no problem. I'll
I've
be
never
there,
thought about
skip a
that.
beat. Dude, dope. I even got to fill in.
I've never even
Dude, yeah,
thought about
I'm really
asking
like
for like this
trying to like debate and like sit down and figure out how I'm going to structure the first episode and everything else and like what I want to do with mine. But again, like, dude, give me good inspiration for sure. Like, I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're
I'm
going
gonna definitely have you on and be like, yo, what's your story, dog? Oh yeah, definitely, dude. I'm gonna try to be like me once a week, maybe a guest, like me guest, maybe something like that. Like for sure, just whatever I can. But no, like you got that shit dialed, dude. You're gonna be again. I'll be throwing a bunch of people at you and be like, holy fuck, dude! Like, hell yeah. Like we'll get the information spread through the community pretty quickly. That's what it's all about.
So Red Setter, you guys, I heard you say when was the Frugal Forest coming back? Was it October 3rd?
Yeah, we started recording, so it's actually not a live show. It's more or less just a premiere or recorded show. Most of us are usually in the chat, though. We do premieres, so there is a live chat going on, so we do that. October 3rd is going to be the drop of the first episode. So, Michigan Bros Grow Show. Michigan Bros Grow Show. I don't know if I'm fumbling my words or not. It's late, but YouTube channel. Catch them on Instagram, and yeah, October 3rd we're getting back. Frugal Force is just it's abolished farms, Spartan grown. They added a couple new identities on there. Porch Farmer, Big Jar Grows, Michigan Medicated's on there, and there's man, I really hope I'm not forgetting anybody because that'd be terrible. There was a couple new additions, but and I apologize if so. And he has a frugal build. It's basically a sub-irrigated build where you go back into the channel that has a couple of different build styles he's got set up, but it's basically like fabric pots and organic simple mix in a basically on top of
Hydroton.
a hydroton system. Yep. Sub-irrigate the hydroton and it wicks up into the plant into the fabric pots. So he has that whole system worked out. So I'm not even gonna really get into much detail on it. I'll just kind of suggest people kind of check out his videos because he does a pretty good job producing them. And there's a whole series
Sweet.
where we just kind of run through it, but we're gonna get into season 2 on some different stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a twist this round in there.
Yeah, I don't
Hey, Ray, you got
know,
90
man.
bed?
Yeah, I'm not asking you guys to, not asking you to divulge, keep it a secret. I'm just saying that there's mixing it up a little bit this time around, right?
Yeah, we just brainstormed a bunch of different ideas. I think that we just have a bunch of different kind of topics. Really, is really the only thing. It's just we're just diversifying the topics. It's still gonna be the same style of a show. There's nothing really changing as far as format goes or anything like that. I guess aside from he's been doing some cool stuff with production and like would you call it, videography or whatever. I don't know. He does really good production content. I think the first episode should showcase my outdoor garden. We're trying to get a slot of time to get over and record it. So, I mean, it's nothing crazy on scale, but it's a small backyard, basically permaculture, or small scale. Just call it a diversified cannabis and flower garden for the most part. Small bits of food, but mostly stuff that's just going to work well with the cannabis. So, which I mean, it's just about everything, to be honest. So, corn, tomatoes, everything. Anything that's even got powdery mildew is working back there just fine. So, like a squash and everything. I do need to get up and grab another bud or two to roll this joint with.
Okay. The world's last hope. You were gonna say something there a second ago.
Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh, good brother. Oh, cool. Yeah, I fucking I'm actually way curious to see how the Michigan outdoor turns out with this up and down and temperatures here. I mean, it's been pretty bad lately, especially up here in northern Michigan, from all the way down to 26 one night to now back up this week to 70s.
Dude, I saw a
And
couple of
little
ruined farms from the cold in Colorado, and the person thought it was mold, but people are telling her it was ash that got inside the buds that just destroyed it. And yeah, that's fucked up. A lot of shit
So
got
check this
bad.
out. I'm in California. Our fucking ash problem is awful right now. So literally, we have like, I think it was last time I looked, it was 420,000 acres of California was burning. So we literally just got blue skies. Like, it's not even blue skies. It's like the top rim above you is a blue sky. last week I could see smoke between here and the fucking street light, like 20 feet from me. I could literally see it in the street. You'd have like all your air systems running. There's smoke blowing into all your shit. So ash is falling from the fucking sky, landing on your plants. Like, let's put it this way: when I open my gas tank on my car, there's a good like half-inch layer of fucking ash sitting inside the gas like lid of the gas tank, where it's hard to get to. Like my car is covered in fucking ash. Ash has high yeast content and high microbial content. Because again, like, how do you make grass and trees naturally? If there's a giant fire, the fire turns into sulfate of potash, which is potassium. Which potassium helps plants grow. The extra shit that's not fucking burnt over is biochar and fucking phosphorus. So it just helps roots expand and helps grass grow and everything else. Which most of the times, whenever you grow anything, there's super high nitrogen content laying around. So you need to add potassium and fucking phosphorus. So you've got sulfate of potash, which is like a 0052, and phosphorus, which is like a 016 to 20, just from burning natural fucking ash. But again, like, how does that do that? Because it also collects and creates biology because of all the yeast. So it attracts different microbes and actually draws it in to help new seeds sprout. So it helps create something from nothing.
I'm sorry, I was texting Joel. Yeah, that's a mess right there. I was asking Hope Farms earlier how they were dealing with the ash there. If it were, when I said washed, as soon as it left my mouth, I was like, "Oh, that'd have to be what nasty." But they were saying like blowing it off maybe to get some of that ash off. But either way, man.
Yeah, like a leaf blower.
So exactly. So what you actually want to do with, so if the ash lands on your car, do not just take the hose and wet it, because the ash will actually turn into lye and start eating your paint. The same thing with your THC on your fucking plants. So do not wet it. Take a leaf blower or just straight up shake the buds, and it'll get rid of most of the ash, because THC is the actual protecting agent from the sun, bugs, everything else. So the plant can actually like survive. Like THC is not the main product, it's the buds. Like, that's what the plant thinks, not what we think. So it actually uses THC to actually, because again, the only part that gets you high is where the stoma touches the actual like ball, like that one point where the trichrome or the pedestal touches the molecule of the gland. That's the only part that gets you high. Everything else is just water and everything else. So like, that's what you're trying to preserve, but it uses, that's why your plants stink in the morning also, because when the sun comes up, like, the plants build the resin at night. The second the sun comes up, they try to like burn off a little tiny bit of the resin, but the plant protects itself and hardens its glands off. That's another reason why the 48 hours of darkness works, because it actually doesn't have the burn off period. But that's another reason why I feel like the 10K bulbs are the fucking shit, because they replicate moonlight and UV light. UV light increases THC content, but when they kick on, they don't have the burn off period. They don't actually like harden the glands off. They just try to keep building during the day. Like the 10Ks are the shit, which they are purple light, but it's mainly UV based. But again, that's what's going to separate me later on in life, and nobody's going to pay attention to. I'm going to be like, oh, week 6, okay, here's all 10Ks. And they're like, holy fuck, this is fucking bomb. Like, yeah, well, that $800 a pound goes to fucking $1,800 a pound now.
Brett Sutter, what'd you grab over there to smoke on?
This is Flow. Not directly DJ Short's Flow, but I believe a Dutch Passion version of Flow. Similar lineage, I would imagine, if not identical lineage. There's the floral notes, almost like a lemon lime. Excuse me, almost like a lemon lime note to it. good stuff, man. It's relaxing. It's got me faded, man.
So-
It's great.
So-
Nice, low and slow, just like I like it this late at night. It's nice.
Low and slow is flow.
Yeah, it's a low, slow flow, man.
Do you know DJ Short's? Do you know DJ Short's story, like how he made the original blueberry and the green blueberry?
I do. Yeah, I do. I've met him a couple of times. I got to sit and kind of bullshit with him and share a beer with him. Last year, 2 years ago, man. It's been a long time now. It might even have been
Nice.
2 years ago. Almost 2 years ago now. Yeah. In Ann Arbor, he came through one of the local dispensaries.
Have you?
Provisioning centers. Shout out to Ann Arbor. They just shit, man. Ann Arbor just passed plant and theogen
Nice.
bill to allow plant theogen.
Mushrooms.
Yeah, basically that. Probably, I'm sure they're gonna get into other ones too. I'm not gonna go into any details because I have no idea what it includes. But decriminalized nature got on board with Ann Arbor, and it was a unanimous decision on the Ann Arbor Council. So shout out to them. They're very proactive. And yeah, man, they hooked it up and it basically
Oh yeah.
legalized. So you'll be able to seek therapy and probably be able to hold and possess within the city limits, which is basically going to open up for those type of counseling sessions to be available. So look for that in the future here in Michigan, which is awesome. And Michigan's now on the map for plant entheogens. Very excited about that. I think that's a great step in the forward direction of health, wellness, and fixing mental health, call it crisis or whatever that it is. Because yeah, it pretty much is. We got going on, man. A lot of it has to do with food. A lot of it has to do with everything. So medicate freely, and to be able to do that with plants, most importantly, I think is very important. So yeah, man. What were I don't even know where were I even going with that, dude. I drifted off the topic and started shouting out Ann Arbor, so I apologize. The provisioning centers, what the hell was I talking about, Eagle?
Hey, they don't even matter, dude. That's
I
fucking
got
all
it.
great
Well,
causes,
you asked me
dude.
about
That's fucking
DJ
some awesome
Short.
shit.
You asked me about DJ Short is what it was. So DJ Short, and so I was sourcing out a pack of blueberry.
Oh, that's right. Do you prefer the original purple, like changing color blueberry, or the new age green blueberry
The
that's
sativa, the blueberry
passes in every
sativa,
trait, but it's not purple?
no, I like the purple. The purple ones that I got was like really nice. Do you call it blue? I don't know. Like you get that like
Nice.
shimmery like blue color off of it. Like almost like silver, titanium, platinum blue type of a color. It's really, 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 really pretty. As far as yield goes, it wasn't a keeper, man. It just wasn't something that I unfortunately, unfortunately for like flavors and stuff like that, and for like boutique stuff like that, I'm kind of like a little bit more on the commercial side of a scaled type of a room where, you know, my cost of operation, I kind of have to be able to maintain that type of a crop. So if the plants are only pulling like a couple ounces, it's not really worth keeping them on a drip line, So unfortunately, that's how my rooms are set up. So if I
100%.
had a different kind of a setup, I'd be able to like work with that type of stuff. So unfortunately, I've had to kick blueberry out of the garden. Haven't fucked with the F5s that he's got running. F5s, is that the new one that I think is up there? I don't know. I ended up getting a couple of the packs of the Newberry that he came out with a couple years ago, but I never popped them. They may go for sale or auction or something. One of them's autographed by him. I have a pack of Flow that he autographed. That one I think might stay to be mine. And then of course I got a pack of blueberry, but I sourced another pack of blueberry from
Flow's good, dude. Flow Flow's just good weed all the way around. It's actually a fun plant to grow, but it's actually like good weed, and actually can actually do shit genetically.
The cut that I have is just excellent medicine. When you talk about anxiety relieving medicine, I was considering getting rid of this out of the garden for a little bit of time just because I don't know, I'm just a little bit, burn out on the flavor, if you will, and whatever. But haven't really smoked it. I've already said
Oh yeah,
pre-pandemic. I
definitely.
haven't really smoked it since pre-pandemic or whatever, right? So like haven't really been able to check its anti-anxiety effects because ever since like I don't know, man, March, April, anxiety levels just regardless of like I'm fine now, like everything's kind of like we kind of hit a plateau, just kind of used to shit now. It's kind of been balanced out the last 3-4 months, but the anxiety is still like there's still little small anxiety triggers and shit like that, you know what I mean, including different types of cannabis I smoke. Man, the flow is just perfect.
Definitely
Works, man. It works out really, really nice. It's fantastic stuff. But this isn't DJ Short's flow. This came through like
that's how the
Dutch Passion seeds or something.
Do you still run the Girls
Probably.
Gone Wild?
That's how the
got it outdoors
1970
right now.
LA Afghani was.
Girls Gone Wild's outside right now. She's 8 feet tall. Not maybe not 8 feet tall. She's about 7 feet tall. If she was in a pot, she'd be like fucking 9 feet tall. But
I know who that's from. Who's the Girls Gone Wild from?
Cosa Farms. Cosa Seeds. It's Cosa Farms with a P. Cosa P.
Okay, yeah. I recognize Costa. That's right. Or yeah.
DJ Flash and Girl Scout Cookies Forum cut is what it is. But there was plenty of green phenos, and I ended up keeping this purple pheno that it grows purple flowers from the get. Right off the rip, it's a purple fucking brack.
Nice.
Very first ones, the leaves start going purple from the inside out, like day 30-ish, I'd say. Start really getting purple. It's a long flowering, tall motherfucker, sativa looking motherfucker. Got narrow, super narrow. Mid-range narrow leaves. Which is funny because the grape ape is a little short, stocky, little purple with super narrow leaves. Like you would totally think.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've grown the fuck out of some grape ape.
Dude, like the leaves just get so narrow outside, They kind of look broadleaf indoors, but outdoors, man, it just gets so narrow. The flower leaves.
The one thing I loved about the grape ape is the serrations on the leaf were like straight up lightning bolts.
They're really cool, yeah.
And they put on double serrations. Like that shit fucking were dope.
They will do that.
I had that one back in 2009.
Are you in Michigan?
No, the grape ape was always like super stout fucking indica.
Yeah. It takes forever to veg, and flowering it I would say goes like 25% stretch, 10% stretch. It's minimal stretch at most. You pretty much have to veg it to where
definitely.
You want it to
and it's like
to, but it'll stack.
Yeah,
so
so
it'll throw great
6-7 weeks, done.
I grew it indoors
coated
enough times.
That's why I'm pretty sure why Gage.
I've grown indoors enough times to pretty much lose my ass on it. You know what I mean? To give up growing it indoors, but I can't give up growing it just because it's such a fucking fun plant to grow. To be honest, it holds itself very well, and it's just a really nice looking plant. It's very, very leafy, but just the nugs and the stacking is just great, man. It grows purple. It's fragrance I can't get over. It like gives me the jitters just trimming it, and something about it I can't grow. So I've resorted to tossing it outside, which is perfect because it seems to really, really like our climate. It doesn't have an issue with the botrytis late in harvest season. It doesn't really mind rain, doesn't mind getting wet all throughout. Like I've had sunflowers on, I got all kinds of plants just on the grape ape, and they're just very resistant to anything, including pests, which is awesome. And they're short, man. They're short. So if you like don't want your neighbors looking over your fence or something like that, if you only have a 4 foot tall fence, like these plants might only get 4 feet tall. They're struggling to like, they're like my waist, almost all of them. You know what I mean? And I put them out there same size as I put my plants that are like, well, Girls Gone Wild was probably even smaller than I put the grape apes out there, and she's like 7 feet tall. You know what I mean? Just grape apes are such a small plant.
Yeah, the grape
So
apes are definitely like, that was actually one of the ones I actually first. So I think the first two strains that I started on was grape ape and Northern Lights number 5 because they didn't have any smell.
So what I'm gathering here, Red, is you do you really think is that the same cut that you took outside and it pretty much as a hybrid kind of switched? Is that what you're pretty much saying, that she was kind of indica leaning more indoors, and then when you took her outdoors she was more sativa leaning?
No. No, the leaf structure. The leaf structure is just a little bit more narrow leaf towards in the flower. I'm only talking about the grape. I kind of switched it up, and I apologize, but I was talking about the Girls Gone Wild, and I switched up and started talking about the grape ape. But otherwise, yeah, man. I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Try to light this joint too in a second. So I was just kind of like the difference in my opinion is like most, let's say, narrow leaf cultivars are usually taller. They're usually running a longer flower period, or if they don't run a longer flower period, they at least start flower a little bit later and they run into harvest a little bit later. Um, Whereas like something you would consider an indica, is going to be a little bit shorter, a little more broadleaf, which is where I'm seeing is like the leaf structure strictly alone compared to plant structure and everything that I just said is almost the opposite on these two specific cultivars outside. Inside, I want to say
Yeah,
it's
there are definitely a few cuts like that. Again, that's like that Mendo cut I was mentioning the other day. It's like straight up, it throws super sativa leaves, but it's 1 of 500. It's the most indica cut there is. It like veggies like indica, but when it flowers, it stretches like a motherfucker. So like kind of same thing, but it throws super sativa leaves. It's an indica growth plant with a sativa structure. That's the same thing with like Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper from Subcool. It's a bunch of different things mixed together, but it's a indica with a sativa high. So it's actually like mainly sativa, but it throws long sativa leaves, but it veges like an indica and flowers like an indica, but it has a little bit of stretch.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's fun. Outdoors, I don't know, man. It's kind of different ball game.
Definitely.
I like to use stuff that works for the most part. You know, what's nice about the grape ape is I've grown it in the past. So this year I threw, that's like the majority of my crop. So it's a little,
Nice.
without running tarps or greenhouse or any kind of cover or heat, supplemental heat or anything. I only get one go at it a season. So it takes a little bit longer than running indoor. But I like sun grown, man. I like stuff that's grown around other plants. It's just it's a different flavor. It's almost a different experience to smoke, than indoor grown smoke. I'm a synthetic grower, and I rarely smoke other people's cannabis, and I've rarely smoked other people's cannabis in probably the last decade. I've been attuned to whatever my inputs have been, and it's mostly been synthetic. Aside from what I get occasionally in the summertime, which in most years has been, I don't know, maybe I'll pull an ounce. You know, I'll have a couple little plants on my deck. I don't want my neighbors to see them. It was illegal for a long time. Medical laws were always pretty much indoor style laws. You could have outdoor style gardens, but you still couldn't have anything visible. Once everything got recreationally legal within the last couple years, it's kind of just been fuck it. If my neighbors see it and it's a slap on the wrist, I'll bear with it. So I built a larger style garden. I still try to keep my privacy where I have actually grow sunflowers. My entire garden's a big sunflower garden, and then I have cannabis growing within my sunflowers. It's been a little bit extra maintenance because there's a lot of plants, but the sunflowers act as giant trellises. They don't seem to fuck with the cannabis by any means. And what I've had to do is like remove leaves as everything grows and gets bigger. Got to prune the sunflowers just like I prune the cannabis. You get some. Damn, that's a big ass fucking wolf spider right in front of me. I mean, fucking huge. So give me 1 second.
And I hate them fucking things. They get big here.
Love some sunflowers for sure. Fuck yeah.
Sun-grown
We got
707
fucking
said,
those
in chat
and
says
widows
they
everywhere.
attract aphids. Is that true?
Sunflowers?
Yeah.
I got that motherfucker. Sunflowers are generally pest free. I haven't had any issues. If they do, I don't know. All my pollinators are kind of taking care of them for me. Unfortunately, knock on wood, man, I have not had an issue with aphids this year. Last year I did, but I did not grow sunflowers last year. The bunnies got them. So I don't know. I have a lot more flowers in general in the vicinity. I also have other herbs like rosemary, thyme, minimal thyme, but some rosemary planted scattered throughout. Not as much dill as I would have liked. That kind of stuff just kind of came in volunteer. I'll tell you, I have squash loaded with powdery mildew. I have lilac bushes loaded with powdery mildew. I have lots of plants that otherwise do have other kinds of bugs on them. You know, I mean, I see like leaf hoppers. I see some other stuff. There's mosquitoes and gnats and some shit like that out there. Knock on wood, man. As far as like thrips, mites, any of the like big no-nos, you know, caterpillars, stuff like that. Like I have moths and butterflies, but I also have dragonflies, and I have a whirlwind of bees, dude. I mean, I have bees like crazy. I've put little like bee shelters and stuff out there, hoping to gather some more. I don't spray my yard. I don't spray much of anything. Most everything is no-till. I compost in place. Everything's a lot of cold composting. Not a lot of thermophilic anything going on really, except unless I'm trying to kill some weed seeds or something like that. But otherwise, man, it's a lot of chop and drop. It's a lot of just no-till, ease of maintenance. You know, call it a practice homestead or something. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do it like almost like a zero sourcing, trying to make all my own inputs if I can. If I have to do a KNF style, or if I have to, you know, whatever. I try to basically just like I'll grow stuff like burdock, thistle. I'll let my thistle grow. I'll let my thistle grow big, man. I'll let my thistle grow 5-6 feet tall, and just when it starts to flower, I'll pull it and I'll uproot it. You know, what you got there? Some thistle, burdock. Burdock. Yeah, there you go. Nice, dude. Yeah, totally. Yeah, or burdock, man. I'll try to get that, you know, before it goes to burr. And it's kind of funny that they have burrs and it's called burdock. But anyway, yeah, you know, like before it goes to like it's gnarly flower that it gets stuck on your leg. It's a great source of, man, is it potassium? It's fading on me. It's either potassium or phosphorus. It's one of the two. But
I think it's
leaf,
both, actually. I think you're right.
is it both? Yeah, but excellent source
Yeah.
of that. I mean, those leaves are huge, man. I like just chop
Happy
that shit up
420.
and just scatter it. You know? Is it? Oh, sweet, man. Sweet. See, here we go. Got lost in a nice whirlwind of chit chat. So,
Funny.
I don't even know if I'm talking now. See.
Oh shit.
So believe it or not, the sunflowers are actually so the only pest issue that I have seen on the sunflowers is ants. But I'd rather them be on the sunflowers than inside my cannabis stalks. So that's fine. I've seen a couple of like earwigs here and there, but they really got into my corn. I don't know what that was about, but maybe the corn's a banker for those. Saw one attempting to get on the cannabis, made a quick exit of that. Uh, the only other thing that I've kind of seen is maybe some deficiencies I might have to deal with next year. But I also, some of it could be photosynthesis, a lack of sunlight, and maybe a change of photosynthesis because of it's interior, man. It's bottom leaf. It's leaves that just need to be plucked and pulled. It's like the plant just basically telling me, "Hey, pluck this leaf, or else I'm gonna kill it anyways." You know what I mean? And just shit. Nothing on the flower, nothing on the anywhere else. You wouldn't already be plucking leaves. You know, like if you were doing a prune, you'd want to prune these leaves anyways. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing little like dead spots. You know, so I prune it. And I'm generally not out there with scissors either. I'm just pruning with my hands, even the sunflowers. Um, you know, so as far as like I was talking about the lilac and I was talking about the powdery mildew and things like that. So man, a lot of it is health, healthier soil, health of the plants. Yeah, it we were talking about the plant pyramid in the frugal force in the last season, and a lot of that is like resistance to that stuff, man. Resistance to pests in general. Like your plant can just be resistant to pests. Pests won't even see your plant because your plant's so healthy that it emits a frequency or whatever. It's more like a light, and then the plants can't see that light, or smell the fragrance or whatever's going on. Maybe the plant's emitting a terpene that's like a dead aphid terpene, and then the aphids are like, fuck that, I'm not going to, it's dead aphids, um if that may or may not be what, I don't even, not going to say what terpene it is, but anyways, man, so you get like really really healthy plants, and then you get really really healthy soil, and the really really healthy plant resists stuff like powdery mildew and all of this other stuff, so I'm just kind of practicing and trying to figure out what works. But seems that the cannabis and the sunflower are sistering together very nice. Haven't gotten into harvest yet, so I'm going to tell you that there's a lot of potential for mold. There's a ton of potential for mold if you don't harvest your sunflowers in time. If the birds start getting up in there and chowing down on the sunflowers, and you start getting sunflower shell bits and pieces knocking everywhere, I'm having to go out there and shake my plants. Now it's getting really really cold at night, so we're getting wet plants in the morning, dew and everything settling, which is an issue, man. I'm not worried about my plants getting wet. Plants are very very resilient and repellent water and drip drops, and you know the uh the plants are repellent of all of that. So I go out there more like midday when they're nice and dry, and I give them a nice little like shake out. I don't want to shake them when they're wet. I don't want them to absorb any of that. When you shake them, you open up the bud, and then they will absorb the water, or the water will fall into the creeks and crevices that would have otherwise been sealed with the waxes and oils of the bud, the flower, which is that rain protectant, So I don't fucking touch it, I don't mess with it. But I do get a little shake during the day and knock some of that stuff off, or just flick it off as I can. Because what will happen is some of those husks and stuff will fall down in there, just like if it was like a caterpillar taking a shit or something, and it'll create a little moldy spot, So that's the one little extra bit of maintenance, getting out there, making sure there's no sunflower seeds, petals and pollen. That stuff falls. I'm not too worried about the pollen, but the petals are calming down. There's a lot of petals on sunflowers. Yeah, the big main petals, and then the whole interior. Every seed on the sunflower has its own set of petals. Lots of those. So, and then the sunflowers branch and bush, so you get lots of flowers, which bring in lots of pollinators, which eat lots of mites and aphids and all kinds of shit. So, pest pressure is really down, man. And I'm thanking all of the bees, and I'm thankful to have a ton of bees too, because I want to see those just for future generations, man. Save the bees.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right, boys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna crash probably and maybe hang out and chat for a couple minutes. But yeah, man, it was good to see you all.
You too, man. It's been a while. Cheers.
Peace out, American brother.
Peace out.
Talking to you,
pleasure, Tal.
Oh, Eagle, you know, it's always awesome fucking talking shit with Eagle. And yeah, I was watching when you dropped off. It was so bizarre. You dropped off like when they were doing that shout out, and then they thought like
Did they
you
do
just
the
ended
shout
the
out?
show. They thought you just ended the show. Yeah, they did it, but
So
they
it
didn't.
is there.
They didn't get the episode number, but yeah, they did it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was
yeah.
wondering. I tried to rejoin and it said host had ended the meeting.
Right,
Because when
because
it
like when
kicks
you
me
drop
out,
off, somebody else has to become the host. Yeah. All right.
I
All
was
right. Peace
wondering
out,
what happened.
guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Later.
gonna do the same and roll on out of here. You guys have a wonderful night.
Red Setter Farm, man. It's
All
been
right,
a
man,
pleasure
brother.
and an honor, man.
Good meeting you, Red.
You too, man. World's last
Thank you,
hope.
Red's Last Hope.
Eagle, man. Thank you
It's been
very
forever,
much.
Red.
For putting me on.
Hold on.
It's been great, man.
Thank you, World's Last. There we go. Shoot.
Yeah, rock and roll, everybody. Chat. Thank you all. Have a great night, man. Take care.
Man, it has been a pleasure, Red, man. It's been forever, man. Too long, my friend. And chat, actually, I popped, man. I don't know if you caught chat when he popped on there, but I was like, hell yeah, Red's back on.
I
It's been
did,
that long.
and normally I would have gone wild on the keyboard. I'm incredibly faded tonight. It's already been a long night, so I just didn't go crazy on the keyboard. So I apologize, but I cheers to everybody, man. I did see it all, and I will get on there next time. It was there was a lot, man. Couldn't do all that tagging. I'm so distracted in so many other ways. I got a lot. I'm like back here already thinking about rolling joints and doing 5 different things. That's usually why I'm just distracted. I'm like, my hands are fucking tied up rolling joints, and it takes me a half hour to roll a joint.
I could feel that. I could feel that. That's why I just switched to these. This is the 5-hour version right here. I decided I'd just roll one cannon and then just nurse it for 5 hours.
There you go. Yeah, I end up rolling like, I don't know, dude. Well, the thing is, it just takes me forever to roll it because I use scissors and I chop it into like little tiny bits. But I talk so much. Well, I don't know. I kind of sat back in the cut and kind of chilled tonight. But had I been rolling a joint while I was sitting there talking, I wouldn't have gotten anything rolled because I would have just been talking with the papers like in my hand. My hands stay full like all the time. There's always just 2 things in my hand. Later I'll be flicking. I'm busy doing this. You know what I mean? This is me being busy. You know. Automation is for your cheers. Yeah. No, cheers everybody out there. I really appreciate you all. Yeah, Michigan Bros Grow Show. You can find my content. You can find me on Instagram. I show my indoor and outdoor cannabis at Red Setter Farm on Instagram. Red Setter Farm. And also just storyline shit is just whatever's going on day to day. So you might see food, you might see memes, you might see cannabis and flowers. So you might even see tomatoes. But cheers, everybody. Cheers, Eagle. Man, rock and roll, dude. Have a good night, man. Oh, happy equinox. Yeah, I definitely want to shout out the equinox. Very important. 8:30 a.m. At least up here for us, Northern Hemisphere. I think we get ours. So get outside, get in the garden. Yeah, get in the dirt. Cheers, man.
Will do. Thanks, Red. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Yeah, man. Always. Yeah, man. I'll try to pop back on here. It's fall, man. It's a different season. I'm gonna be getting into harvest season, and I'll be not getting up as early anymore, man. The whole point of summer is I start getting up with the sun. dude, once like winter and fall hit and the sun just kind of disappears, I don't even know what the fuck time. You know what I mean? My sleep schedule gets all fucked up. I ended up like staying up till like 5 in the morning all the fucking time. I ended up sleeping till like 2 p.m. Gets all weird. And then once summer hits, it's like I'm up at like 6 a.m. I don't go to sleep. I'll go to sleep at like maybe like 10, 11 o'clock or something like that. Some crazy early hour. Or I'll stay up a little bit later and still get up at 6 a.m. And but usually just sun hours. Sun doesn't go down until like 10 p.m. beginning of summer. Really hard to fade out at 10 p.m. When the sun's out, dude, I can't go out. Same here. Yeah, I see you down there, sun grown. All right, man. All right, I'm finally gonna like stop talking and sign off, dude. If I don't, I'm just gonna hit the leave button in the middle of what I'm saying, or else I'm never gonna sign the fuck off.
That's fucking funny. Funny shit right there. Oh man. Fred Setter Farms was in the house tonight. Of course, our buddy Smiley's Gardens, always a pleasure hanging out with Smiley. Definitely a show favorite. And of course, the American one. And we cannot forget the world's last hope was here tonight. Cannot many mainly forget my guest, Hope Farms, for popping in tonight, even for the show episode. Hope Farms, I appreciate you guys 100%. Don't forget to please give Hope Farms a follow. They had a great following going there. A couple thousand, I think it was like 7,000 followers, well deserved followers. And then Instagram smacked them down, and now they're like 200. So if you could go ahead and go over there and give Hope Farms a follow. I'm sure not just myself, but they would appreciate it 100%. Hell yeah. What a great night. What a great night to hang out, man. Some days it just falls together. That's the beauty of this show is, some days it just falls together. Let me see if I can find that request for you. I'm a chicken peck typer, by the way. It's funny, Smiley seems to be the other way. He was in chat the other night, kind of fucking barely chatting, saying that I'm on my phone. And I was thinking, shit, that's my cheat sheet is the fucking phone. It's the fucking computer I suck typing at. Fucking the phone, at least I get the fucking predictive spelling out of the deal. Fucking that's fucking funny shit. Alright. I do not see such a song. Even when you said it there, I was like, her? Dragonfly by Mendo Dope. I do not see it, friend. I do not see it. But I'm just going to go ahead and rock out some Mendo Dope since I'm down this page. And if I happen to see it, brother, I'll play it. Because I get him on the show 29th to answer your question. I forget who was answering that. Spiky Pilots was asking when Mendo Dope will be on the show. They'll be on the show for Subcool's birthday on the 29th. Mendo Dope will be here doing the Weed Nerd. Spiky Pilot, thank you for asking. This is one of my favorite right here, too. Let me put this down so I can do my shout outs. Play Life of the Plant, dude. If it comes up down here, I sure will. Turn this down a little bit. When you in my zone, OD, There's a nice one right there. Shadow Warrior, Valley Green 514, Mila Jensen, Os, Indico, MJ Coco, Brandon Rust, Matthew Gates, D's Nugs, Drone Star, Shotgun Willie, Blake, Prudeville, Jay Simmons, Chum Bro Groves, Clackamas Coot, DJ Conley, Michigan Grown Buds, Aaron the Grower. Why'd I shorten it? I don't know. Aaron the Grower, shout out to you. Yo boy, Roy Boy, I believe will be here Friday. Delta 9, Joy McDaniels, Clackus 420, Stinky Colas, Dylan Steinford, PFC Farms, Krusty Socks 1975, Mr. Hanky, Sungrown 707. That's a smart dude right there. Aphids, we'll talk about that someday. Come on the show, brother. 707. C8DRO, J420. Cascadian, grown right there in chat. Thank you for participating in chat. Cascadian grown. Seem to have a lot of knowledge. Tito McGee, for Plante. Weedworks was here last night. Captain Scrog, Skunk E Bud, Hans Warrior, Boca King, Rise Pop Little, Slow Roll, Spiky Pilots once again, Matt Steelbread, Endo 11 and the Breeders Collective, Stephanie V and Shark Pulley 989, Van Braun Sovereign Garden, Stoner Nation 420, Painted Lady, Frank Booth, Fuel House Farms, J Mid Jamid, J Myers, The Chat, Mr. Manny D, Bag Seed, Mr. DGC, Jeff, Shredder 911, Dutch Gross 420, Scallywag 420, Abolish Mrs. C, Skillbo 1, Empire Breeding Company, Mr. Medgrower 1, Personal Friend, Med Fergroli, Lostly, Pedro, Liam Mass, Danny Danko, Breeder Steve, B, Bear 7, Allie Noble, CK, Tom Trinidad, Dog 16, Jamid, Looney Jester, Smoking in a Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lazzy, White Feather Grows, Rafter Grows, laid down a fucking amazing episode this week. Shout out to you, Rafter Grows. Automation is Freedom was here in chat, or was here in chat. Thank you as well. Again, thank you, World's Last Hope, for hanging out. Rob and Robert Hazelton. Great episode with Robert Hazelton not long ago. Check that one out. Tori, Michigan Corey, Double Tap, Bob Groves. Double Tap was another amazing episode right there. Green Thumb for 2808 Rooting Prospect just a week ago. Check out his episode as well. Cannon Bus Driver, Hating Life, Kenny 710, Operation Grows, T-Ben, TM42696, Rude Nut 614, Dr. Scrambles, VB Moonrocks, GHF Stealth Growers 56, Bio Greens, Hanky Stanky 420 OG, KP, Georgia Joe, Ganja Nana Yo Mama, Roy Rodriguez, Jim Siegel, Bob Gross again, Nature's Best Nugs, GR420 Community Videos. Thank you for hanging out every night, GMO, man. It's pretty fucking awesome of you. And that was a great episode with him as well. If you guys missed that one, you need to go back and check out the GR420 community episode. Fucking, man, it's nice meeting people all the world, all across the world. This whole thing that I do every night is shout out to you guys. They need to shout out to me. This is a fucking blessing. Anyway, back to the real people that fucking get their real shout outs. The Lone Sire, Bee Growing, Killer Bee Grows, Roy Rodriguez, Ganja Wizard, Husky Gardens, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Ooh, Soiled Life 420, Bull Life, The Jeffro 42069, Dr. Franklin Booty, Beavis 6198, God damn, I love this, bud. Riffin' Fat Boy, Ted Nugent, Test, Jack Greenstock, and check him out on Sundays. The Cheap Growing with my fellow home growers, Sunday, 8 o'clock, 7 excuse me, Jack, sorry, 7 to 9 o'clock. Check him out, along with who else? Let's see if I can do this in one shot. Jack, Spartan, Tao was in the house tonight. One of my favorite people in the cannabis community. Tao, let's see here. Aaron the Grower, we have Russ Brandon, Matthew Bates, we have Spartan Grown, we have Dr. MJ Coco, and Predictive P Breeding on Instagram. Predictive Breeding. I think I covered them all. Hell yeah. Cheap Homegrown, 7 to 9 o'clock. 420. Spartan Grown, as you just heard. Well, you can find Spartan everywhere. Damn near. Boom Farm, Smiley's Gardens. He seems to be a staple here, and I'm proud to have him. Charlie's Farm, 420. Aldridge, 25. JD's, Misty's Nugs. Smoking Grow Frazier. Sorry about that. Smoking Grow Frazier. Grokoski. Twisted Roots in the Michigan. Gotten some misfits. Check him out. Sundays for Reed Church. Early in the morning. Fridays, Frequency Fridays. Do you even grow, bro? Faded Farmer 420. Jeff Jarowski. Genetic Memory Farms. Evolve 420. Cameron Bagsy, Jill Carter, Mystic March, Ginger Snaps, sorry, Ginger Snaps, I almost fucked that up. I Kill, DD, DW, E, Rose, Rick Wolf, DLB 2372, Ned Denver, Sergeant Pepper 420, Cannon Trooper, Sequence 3, and the Michigan Bros Grow Show. Check them out, 9 to 11 Sundays. The late 11 o'clock till whenever with Red and Skill Bowl 1, whoever else hanging out that night. And I hear Frugal Force will be back October 3rd. Shout out to the Frugal Force. Light up again, Tim. Where the fuck did I fuck up? There we go. Blind Cat 420. I almost missed you. Light up again, Tim. UKSIF 420. Booty Boy. Devin Shipwreck. Medical MJ. Budsville, USA. Resurrection Prophet. Chris Martinez. I'm trying to find this next song here. Ooh, there's a good one right there. Chris Martinez, Tara Wilson, and Date Man Dan. Check out for the Wake and Bake on Thursdays. That's over there on the Michigan Bros Grow Show, MBS channel over there. Date Man 420, Red Setter Farms, same there. Check him out over there on the MBS Michigan Bros Grow Show channel. And again on Instagram. Great fellow. I love hanging out with that cat. Man, great dude. Great meet. Thank you, Red, for popping in tonight. Just felt like I was hanging out with an old friend tonight, man. Pretty cool. Appreciate that shit. I really do. Good Life, Bill Sid, Johnny Bell, Chicha B. Most Hated Grower, the Major General 420 Army. The American one was in the house tonight. Again, one of my favorite cannabis community figures right there. Check him out on the Cheap Homegrown Show. Shit, I forgot you on that lineup. Fuck, sorry, Tal. You can check him out on Sundays there on the Cheap Homegrown Network. The Growing with My Fellow Growers. Damn it, I don't know why I get that fucked that up every time. Shit. Check them out though on Sundays. Alright, now I'm definitely fucked this up. Red Setter, Most Hated, Chichibi, American One, W Digger 714, Shirate, Kinyo's Genetics, Mountain Skies, ready to hit that hot fire. Definitely an asset to this community for sure. Appreciate you, brother. Chris Mertz, same, man. I always love hanging out with you, brother. Even Dirt Road Dude, Kanashiva, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler. Always, I look forward to hanging out with you. Hopefully this weekend, Red Eye. Hopefully Mrs. Red Eye too. Dab Goblin, Dr. Buzz Lightyear, Acetone, the Canna Canuck, Canna Queen Genetics, Stabby, Tanazi, Fumador, Dirtman Dan, Keith the Black Sail, Dr. Bocillus. Who else am I missing over there? Zen Premium Gardens, Rasta Jeff, all those guys over there embracing organics. Check them out at Thursdays, 9-ish. Fumador several times a week. Spiky Pilots again. Man, I got you a couple times. Soil Roots, Mystic Marks, Mystic Grower. Somehow I missed you guys. Man, I hope I didn't miss that whole row right there. Rats. Small Tubes Tyler Teasley, North Michigan Micro, Ouija Buds, Dub T Roy, Big Jar Grows, JC John, Modern Genetics, PPJ, SoCal Weed Nerd, Lexi, Brittany, and Cool, my baby girls. I love you so much. Green County Grower should be my guest tonight, 11:30. Check us out tonight, Tuesday, for Tuesday's episode. CJ Apple, big shout out to you for being day one fucking person and hanging first one in chat tonight, man. Badass. Perfectly Imperfected, Dollar Tree Goes, T1 Production, Date Grower, DOA Grown Meds, Miss Nudie Grows. Will be here soon enough. Looking for October 4th, I believe. Looking forward to hanging out with her again. I grew some. Of course, kicking ass. I won that slap smiley contest with his badass drawing. But all entries were fucking badass. I enjoyed every one. And looking forward to the next contests. Pretty fucking cool. Who else? We got Johnny Cannaseed. Always look forward to seeing you in chat. Amazing guy right there. Amazing episode as well. Nutrient Shootouts, Naughty Nicky, Zoe and Slammer, Pixel Monkey, Saint Observations Booth. All amazing. True Weed Nerds for Life. High Spy, Aldridge 25, Madam T, Stu Moo, Mo Grower, the Canna Crate, Loki Grow, Sus This Guy 7979, Burton, Polish Hammer, Midwest Outlaw, Voodoo Ultras, Fresno Weed Nerds, or Fresno Nerds these days, Wolverine Grower, Slur How, Big Jar Grows, Laid Way Back Farmer, Jimmy One Life, D Block, MMP Nations Creations, Witchy Weekends with Amber Lalana. Of course, that's Amber, Chicha B, Madam T. Thank you again, Madam T, for that fucking crystal and that amazing contest. Madam T is pretty awesome. In fact, that candle, hopefully it's not hot, it just burned out for one of these fucking amazing candles. We're looking for some cool ass candles. Hit up with Chicha B. Or I'm sorry, not Chicha B, Madam T. Sorry, Madam T. So we got Ever, Chicha, Madam T, Lily Luna, Little Witch Tilly, Happy Fam, Kay, Larissa, Stone Daddy Brandon. I think I got that right. Check them out. Sundays, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock for the after party. Takes you up to Jack pretty much. The Artist LD, Warlock, the Psychic Warlock on Instagram. Trying to find some music real quick. I'll throw in some Zeppelin for GR420. The Artist LT, Sir Sticky, Rob, Big Dave, 420, excuse me, Brent Wendell, Big Ed, Manawati, G3, J&K, Triple G, Mr. Sprinkley, Brittany Teasley, Hope Arms was my guest tonight. Please give them a follow on their new account, Hope Arms on Instagram. And if you think about it, tell them Eagle sent you. We see you on Eagle. Thank you. Lisa G. John, Be Too Crazy For You. BG. WG420. Dr. Budsville. Purple Thumb OG. Probably getting up, heading to work. Be safe, my brother. Looking forward to speaking with you sometime soon. Intro, Sensimelia. Miss these nugs, so nice. I always say it twice. Hopefully you're having no bad days today. Thank you very much for being a part of this community. Just a Face 420, Beast Coast Grower 420, Sir L. Howe, Trey Valone, Keep It Real, Haggerton 420, Zeb Zeppelin, Audit Everywhere, BT Double D Grows, Bangus, Green Puffin Man, Alex Boykachev, Chef Life, School of Crop, Cause I Love It, Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie, Reels 100, 212, Andy Man, Miranda Family Farms, Page Farms, Meat All Flour, Ryan Henderson, Lightyear 1978, G13. Always appreciate you when you pop in, my friend. Another cool UK grower over there. There's many in the chat though. I hate to just shout out one. There's a lot of cool people over there in the UK, as well as our Canadian friends. We have a lot of Canadian friends on the show. I'm proud to shout that shit out. UK, Germany, seen a few in Australia, Netherlands, Canada, all across the United States. That's what this list is here, my friends. Be All Flower, Ryan Henderson, Light 1978, G13, New Sailboat Winds, Kingdom Aquaponics. Be sure and check out episode 3 of the Organics Takeover with Smiley's Gardens. Episode 3 on fucking September 30th with Leighton Morrison dropping that aquaponics knowledge. Indra, Michigan native. Mary Jane's Med Gardens Dreamer 77 Double D. All that. Eagle Chicks. That's what baby girls. Bad Bunny Nutrients. Chris and Adrian's probably on their way back from Oklahoma. Hopefully you guys did fucking amazing down there. Fucking cool ass shit. Green Pots. Mr. Green Pots. Miss Green Nugs. From 619 to 664. Spaniard Grows, Jones and Grows, Papa G, Raz Amy, Droz Grows, Sess, the Grow From Your Heart podcast with Ross and Jeff, Lily Luna, the Green Med Flock, Jeremiah Miranda, Stony Creek Lost Art, Mr. No One, Jones and Grows, Smith Dude, LG 420, Giant Mike, Prometheus Soil, Jason Iso, P. Win, David Colby, that's Fresh Pork Chops on Instagram, and Weedus 207. Man, it feels like that list is super short for some reason. Might seem long to you guys, but man, it seems super short to me. Seems like there should be so many more fucking many names on that list. You guys know the name deal. I appreciate you guys so much. This is the end of your day, the end of your journey forward today. Get some rest. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. If this is the beginning of your day, like some of our UK friends over there, some of our early risers here in the US, Purple Thumb OG, a lot of you, many others, get out there, have an amazing, prosperous day. Day 2 of this Tuesday week. 2 for Tuesdays. Looking forward to hanging out with you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please do something nice for somebody. So easy to do. Little things go a very long way. You look nice. Man, you got some pretty eyes. Can I open that door? Do you need a hand with that? Here's a nug. You want to smoke one? Missed you. Thought I'd give you a text. How you doing? A like on a page. Just anything you wouldn't do normally. Please do today. Random acts of kindness do save lives. I'm a walking, living example of that. And this community is one of the biggest random acts of kindness I've ever seen in my life. This thing that grows day by day couldn't be any more to be associated with. But you guys, this list, the people that tune in day by day, the people that check in, you're what makes this thing. That's why I shout you guys out every night. Thank you guys so much. Get some rest. Good morning. Good night. Thank you so much. I'll see you tonight. I love you. Peace.